It's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. From the court to the mic, we play and we speak. Every day a new journey, every week unique. Shout out to the legends, the ones who believe we rise together, got dreams up our sleeves. Subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world. East to the world. At the start of the toad. 20 East riding, we up all night.
Welcome to 106 in chat. This is where kind of like open mic, but it's not open mic.
Shut up. Just shut up. I'm put your ass.
You just drop on stream.
We was arguing and stuff before we got on here, y'all. We were going at it.
Yeah, but we do respect to Rim Rock. See who got you knew. Let's see who else we got in. Let's see, we got Tony Edward. 636. What's going on, sister? What's going on, sister? What's sister together?
Oh, shut up. Just shut your butt up. Man, y'all would have thought me and D-Truth about to go in the ring, boy. We about to do a Mike Tyson. They said, oh, we gotta get live.
Look, I just noticed the put 9:15. We were 9 minutes late. but agree on one thing. As the government doing what they doing, we gotta do what we gotta do.
That's real talk.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
You know what? And I'm not trying to be funny, so I pray that nobody take this to heart. I pray that, Mike Tyson. Yep, I'm gonna whoop his ashtray. I hope
Mike Tyson lost that fight twice.
I don't care. Listen. I don't care. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anybody, but I'm gonna tell y'all the way you see things going right now. I'm gonna tell y'all all that little fun extra stuff y'all be buying for the women, like your hair weave, your nails, and all that stuff. I'm gonna tell you something. When the pandemic happened, a lot of women learned how to do their own hair. They learned how to do their own nails. Y'all better stop giving people that money, and put that money in an account and don't touch it. And when you save up enough, start looking on the internet, find yourself some generators, go buy yourself a greenhouse. If you live in an apartment and you have a balcony or a patio, put you up a little greenhouse, start growing you some seeds, some food. I'm telling y'all better stop depending on this government. Y'all keep depending, because I'm going to tell you something. I put a nest egg aside in case something happens. And some people can't do it, but guess what? If you frequently go out and you do a lot of going to the club and you talking about you can't afford to save no money, honey, turn the music on in your own house, have a party, invite some people over and save your money and stop giving these people all your money. You know what I'm saying? And start putting
Mhm.
that money up and start saving it. Because I watch people like spending habits. They talk about, oh, I can't afford this. I got this and my bills and this, but I'm looking at you buying lobster. I'm looking at you going to Red Lobster. I'm looking at you going to all these fast food restaurants throughout the week. You're getting lunches that cost like $15, $20 per day for lunch, and maybe even breakfast added up on top of that. When you add all that up, like breakfast and lunch before you go home, that's $30 a pop. You know what I'm saying? So you add that $30 times five, and you can say, "Dang, that's a lot of money that I saved." Put that money up. Get you something. Get you a safe. Put that money up. Save you some money. And then they have these little programs that they have. Get you a little prepaid debit card, and they got little programs like called Afterpay and stuff like that. So when the power go out, you can go get a prepaid credit card and put your little money on there every 2 weeks. And when the lights go out, you got a generator. Those
Mhm.
generators don't cost a lot. Get you some gas and because let me tell you something. California is notorious, and this is why I keep telling y'all. I'm looking out for y'all.
Private hours.
California is notorious. Like a month ago, I was in the kitchen cleaning up, and all of a sudden, the damn power just went out.
Hmm.
So everybody is calling, trying to find out what's going on. Hello, Royal
Royal
Land.
Lord.
The power just went out. They do that with no type of warning, and so I bought two generators. I bought
Yeah.
two generators. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
had
I'm
D Truth
oh,
laughing. Wait a minute, I had D Truth laughing because I was so stressed out. I forgot I had a generator. We sitting in the dark, it's hot. And my husband,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta put this up here. I gotta put this up here. Hey, hey, I think he said he just subscribed to you two together.
ain't nothing wrong with peanut butter and jelly. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey! That's what it's all about.
look,
I'll tell
if
you
I
a
want,
story
look,
about
if I
that
want some
too.
sweet,
Yep.
look, hey, together. If I want some sweet tea, ain't got that sweet tea. Get what I go down and do.
PB and J.
PB and J.
Oh,
Ain't
better
nothing
yet, what
wrong
they
with.
no no no, or what they call it, an irk and jerk sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with. Look, like all kids say, ain't nothing wrong with no peanut butter and jelly. Ain't
Right,
nothing wrong with that.
but see that's true too. But what I'm trying to say is to everybody before we get into the deep topics, I'm gonna say this every time. You guys need to be prepared. You guys need to stay ready. You guys need to like get it together. I had did a series and me and D True supposed to do it, but I'm gonna have to find out when we can do it. Like go to the store. Y'all may think I'm being stupid. Go to the thrift stores and you see those porta potties that them seniors be having. Go buy you no serious business.
I know you. I know you serious. I know you serious about it. But like I always say, we all said it before. I got a question to ask the chat. How many know how to go out and fish and hunt and know what berries to eat, what berries not to eat in the woods?
Not me. My ass will be gone.
You be starving.
No, I be gone because I eat the wrong damn berry. You be like, damn, that was my sister. I'm gonna miss my dumb ass sister, but that was my sister.
see, this the thing right here. This thing. You heard this? They had some women, right? Had some women. What would you rather run into be in the woods with a bear man, right? You know how them dumb ass women said a bear.
I'd rather be in there with a man.
How you gonna
I,
survive?
I'd rather be in there with a man. It has to be a certain type of man, though. It can't be no dumbass man.
Oh, 636 said you gotta be creative. Oh, I gotta put this up. You gotta be creative if you want a peanut butter jelly sandwich with a crunch, but some potato chips in it. Put some. Boy, hey, he really good went old school with that one, didn't he?
Man, I wouldn't put no potato chips in my peanut butter jelly. I don't want nothing messing up my peanut butter jelly sandwich. You keep that. No, keep that. Nope.
See, but how many times have we said you got to learn survival skills?
We always say it, but look, this is what I'm saying. You could go to Home Depot and you could go and get you a generator and keep some gas in a container in a in a cool place. And when that pop, well, like I was saying, we sitting up here, it's hot and we sweating. As soon as my husband come home, he looking, he like, "What y'all sitting in the dark for?" I said, "Oh shoot!" My son was like, "What?"
I remember you telling us that story. I remember you telling us
My
that
son,
story.
yeah, my son said, "What you talking about?" Some, oh shoot! I said, "Shit! I forgot we got a generator." My son looked at me like, "Mom, for real? Like for real? We're sitting up here sweating, and I'm using my cell phone trying to walk around this dark ass house. And you got a generator?"
Hey, I'm like this right here. If you don't want to go get no one of them old folks party parties, I tell you
Yeah,
what you
go
can do.
get
I tell you
what?
what you can do. Like we
What?
do in the military. If you ain't got no,
What?
you ain't got nowhere to go take a dump. They go
Okay.
dig a hole.
That well, look, I ain't digging no hole. I got dogs. I ain't shitting on top of my dogs. Sorry.
Hey, if push comes to shove, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, like I said, I bought two of them. I bought two of them old school of them those porta potties. I bought two of them. I got this stuff that they put inside the porta potties where it kill the smell. I got
Uh-huh.
two of them. Like you put water
Also,
and then it eats up the you know what and it
yeah.
keeps it smelling fresh. So I got that. I ordered a whole bunch of the it's like little miniature hand soaps. They like
Uh-huh.
real flat. You just put a little bit of water and you can wash your hands. I bought wash rags. I bought soap. I bought this. It's like two of them. They each 5 gallons, and they're solar powered. So what you do is you put water in it, and you let the sun heat it up, and you can take a hot shower. So you don't
Yeah.
have to have no power. So I bought all that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Y'all better start buying that stuff because you got to learn how to survive. At least if the lights go out, I'm getting up early in the morning. I'm putting my solar power water shower thing out there. I'm gonna wash my tail. It ain't gonna take me no 5 gallons. I'm gonna be clean. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm like
So
this.
while one is
I'm
heating,
with
the
you on
other
that.
gonna heat.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Guess what?
What?
Look, put it like, even if I ain't got no, even if the water ain't hot, I'm washing my butt. I'm washing
That's
some.
what. Look, I ain't wash up in no damn. I ain't going swimming. I'm going washing, washing my tail.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, look here. Cold water, hot water, don't matter. You got to wash your ass. Put it that way.
Right. But look, because I had the generator, right? And the
How you
power
forget
was
you had a
out
generator?
because I was stressed out at the fact that the power went out and I had other things on my mind. So we turned the generator on. We looking, everybody across the street looking at us like, can we put you ain't plugging nothing up in here.
Yeah.
Shit, y'all be having a whole lot of parties. I be watching them elaborate parties. You mean to tell me all that money, all them brand new cars you got, you didn't think of going to get you a generator? And
Mm-mm-mm.
you think you're gonna drag your cord from across the street to my house? The devil is a lie. You're gonna be sitting in that dark trying to make a wish pile or something.
Okay.
But
I want to see.
this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying we gotta get it together. We gotta
Yeah.
start like when D True say we gotta start taking care of ourselves. That's a part of it. Getting that get that greenhouse, plant your seeds, and let's say you can't get no meat, you in trouble. So
Better
what
go.
you
You
do
better go hunt.
when you get your income tax return, let's say you got kids and you're gonna get a good 7, 8 thousand. Look on the internet and purchase you a small food freeze dryer, not a dehydrator, a food freeze dryer. And while you're cooking, you could be freeze drying meals, and those meals will last for like 25 years. So if the stores are shut down, you could go in your little stash, get your food out, and you could cook a meal for your kids. So
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. That pandemic
Uh,
should have taught us something.
yeah. I got a question. You know, some of the young folks don't cook. They in
Well,
trouble.
then guess what? They're gonna be sitting up there with some missed meal cramps because you ain't coming here.
Ron Lord said facts. She
No,
said,
I'm just
no, no,
yeah. Go
no,
ahead.
no. I read the comment.
Oh no, I
Said
said go ahead. I said go ahead.
she she said she purchased a new $10,000, 10,000 horsepower generator that can run her whole house, his whole
That's what
house.
I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about. Let
yeah.
them lights go out. You can have your stove, you can run your refrigerator, you can run your AC if depending on what size air conditioner you got. You can run your fans, you can turn your internet back on, you can turn your TV back on. And what I did, who was that again that said that?
Rolling Law,
Royland, this is what you do. Go on
raw, raw and law,
okay,
RO.
Raw and Low. Okay, I got it. Raw and Low. What I want you to do next, since you did that, go on Amazon, and they have what they call string lights, not the little bitty fairy lights, but get the string lights, and their solar panel. Keep it in the window, and as soon as your power go out, you could just hang that all across your living room, and you'll have lights, and that'll be one less uh piece of power that you would have to use for 12 hours. I'm telling y'all, take my word. You guys take my word. I'm telling y'all about survival. California is a mess because of this governor. Um, string light solar. Yes, yes, get the big bulb ones. And then like if get some that goes in your front yard so your front yard could be lit up. Also order some solar panel security lights, just the lights that make sure they shine bright, because like if the power go out during the night, the light is going to light up your area so your area won't be dark. So you guys got to learn how to protect yourself and your property, because what happens is when it's dark and we have power outages, we start seeing a large number of cars
Critters,
rolling through.
rolling
Yeah, like
critters.
yeah, cars are rolled through. And that, like when they see my neighborhood, because I got big lights. I light up my street and my neighbor's house too, so they love me. I don't play. And so when the power went out, the only lights they had was my bright lights that was shining and lighting up the street. So that way the people were like, damn, I can't do nothing in that neighborhood because that punk right there got all these goddamn lights. So I'm
Hey,
protecting me and I'm protecting my neighbors. Why not protect my neighbors?
hey, look what 636 said.
What?
I'll be outside like Emma Food.
You be in the dark by yourself hunting rabbits, and I'll be in the house chilling.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
but
That is smart planning. Cause nobody else on this internet gonna tell you what we gonna tell you. Like I said,
right.
we we might not agree whatever. We we want our people to survive. Be the last one standing. Put
Hmm.
it that way.
Yep.
And
And
I
another,
want you to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Let me say one more thing. So let's say there's like a 3 4 day. Let's say the power go out for like a week. All right, and people are scavenging food. The reason why I said get those porta potties with the fragrant stuff like they do for the porta potties is because when a famine comes, and it may sound disgusting, but this is real truth, okay? And me and D Truth are going to get more into this, all right? When people are starving and hungry, if they smell that you took a defecation, a dump, and it's not dog poop, if they smell that you took a defecation, they're going to come in and rob your house because they're going to know that this person got food. Why else would they be defecating? So that will cover the smell. That's how people houses get robbed during famines. That's how a lot of people got robbed during famines and stuff, because they smell poop. And the poop is a signal to say that you got food in your house and you've been eating and you had to evacuate the food out of your body. So we're gonna
Wait a
get
minute.
more into that later. Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Hold on. Look. If a person where I work at, if I got to go to the bathroom, and somebody been up went in there and took one, right? I'm not. Look, I'm walking right back out of there.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a famine. There's no food. Everybody is
Oh,
looking
I know
for
what you. I know what
food.
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Right, they're looking for food, and if you don't have no food, you're not going to be able to evacuate your bowels because there's nothing in there. A hungry, starving person don't evacuate their bowels because there's nothing in there.
Yeah,
And so what happens is they smell that poop. They're going to come rob your house if you stashing food and eating because they smell that you're defecating. There's a reason why you're still defecating. You got food. And the reason why I learned this is because it's a guy that actually teaches survival. And he told us that if it happens, make sure you get something that can cover the smell of poop. If they look over in your yard and see that there are dogs pooping, they're gonna go, oh, that's the dogs pooping. But if they smell human feces, they're gonna come and rob you because they know you have food.
yeah.
That's what
What's
I'm
up?
saying. Hey,
Hey,
cutting
what's up?
edge, love you
Hey,
too.
cutting that. I got. I want to see how you feel about this. How you feel about a border patrol killing a family dog?
Okay, for one, you that dog has actually have to show serious aggression before they do that. But if you're just out there because you're afraid of dogs, then you are in the wrong.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened. Went knocked on his house. Somebody
We're
lived there
switching
2 years ago.
subjects, y'all. We're switching subjects.
Yeah, yeah. And 2 years ago, 2 years, whoever they were looking for lived in the house 2 years ago. They didn't put it away. They didn't do their homework. And the man had told, "Wait, let me put my water up in the bathroom." So he put the water in the bathroom. Get what the dumb border patrol go do?
What? Open the bathroom door?
Yeah,
Okay, hold on. Let me say this first. When somebody is looking for a criminal, if it's in the police authority area, and sometimes people will say, oh, let me put my dog up or let me do this, they'll be hiding evidence or they'll be hiding a person. So the dog charged at him possibly, and he took the life of the dog. Okay, number one, what he should have done was ask the man to, can you restrain your dog and let me take a look? There were other steps that could have been taken before he made that final judgment, to
yeah,
me.
yeah. And the thing about it, this border patrol officer said, "Oh, let me see out there." He said, "I got to go to my truck and go get it." Although he did get permission to go, for them to search his house, right?
Right.
Well, the man went to go to get out of the truck. The border patrol went in the house and went to
Well, he should be
the
held.
search.
He should be held accountable because he should have waited until that man came back. Like for
Hmm.
instance, here, like if you came to my door, I'll say, "Hold on, let me put my dogs up," right? And if you're an officer, I'll be like, "Officer, my dog is aggressive. So if you want me to, let me restrain her. Let me put her leash and stuff on her so you can check the area." I was like, "You can follow me. I'm not gonna go anywhere." And I'll be like, "You can put your foot at the door. I will hold my dog away from you so that my dog won't see me restraining her." Then I'll say, okay, open the door. My dog will have a muzzle on and my dog will not be able to bite that officer. I would make sure that my dog is not putting the officer's life in danger and I'm not putting my dog's life in danger. So
Yeah,
the officer is wrong.
yeah.
100%. You should have never went in there. And I know that dog was barking. So you should have never gone in there. I
Respect
would
Chef's
literally
girl.
say I would say he has a lawsuit. Pay for it.
Yeah. What's up, Chef's girl? Respect to you.
Hi,
And
Tim,
this,
girl.
and this is another story out of Texas. Another
Oh,
story out of Texas.
Texas, Texas, Texas.
And you know where El Paso is, Texas. There's another story out of Texas.
Yeah,
The
I lived out
suspect
there.
out there, the suspect,
Yeah.
18-year-old Christopher Robert, I can't pronounce his name, was arrested by police and charged with aggravated assault causing bodily injury. Okay.
Okay. Why?
Oh, I'm gonna get to it. A teenager was arrested Tuesday. It was in July
What
17th.
up,
What's up,
sniper?
sniper? This was published. It was updated July 18th, 2025. Okay, I'll let you know. Teenager was arrested, which was Tuesday, after allegedly stabbing another teenager at a North Texas community park following a fight. Police said the military. Okay, but that's that police department.
And
MPD said officer responded at about 8:43 p.m. Thursday at the
hey,
community park
Monique.
regarding a multiple 911 calls about a fight. Several callers reported that two men were arguing in a parking lot near the baseball field. They also reported that the altercation became physical and one of them pulled out a knife.
Okay.
And when the officer got to the scene, they found out the victim, 17-year-old Dylan, whatever his last name is, had been taken to the hospital. He was later transported to Methodist Mansfield Medical Center. Police said was in serious but stable condition. According to the rep affidavit, he suffered two stab wounds to his side, causing cuts to his kidney and lung, and he had lost about 2 to 3 pints of blood.
Ooh.
I'm going to sound summing up. Respect my cat and sister when they here. I'm going to sum it
Hey,
up.
Monique, baby girl.
I wish I could show the video.
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole bunch of whiteies,
What's
white
up,
tees,
636? Uh-huh.
white tees. The
You
one
gotta
black
be
guy.
careful. You gotta be careful with that white tea because my dad is white tea. Okay, be careful. Be
Hey,
careful.
I am being. What's up, Ron? I mean, look, I'm
Hey,
talking about,
Bronze.
and this one black guy with all these other folks chasing him. What he's supposed to do? So they arrested the
Okay,
black
that's
guy.
self-defense. That's self.
That's self
But you know
defense.
what? They're going to do that. They're going to do that. They have a habit of arresting a black person before they know the factual truth. That's the problem that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
one black guy and you see a crowd of Caucasian kids, that should ring a bell. Wait a minute, what's this? Don't look right. Let me do some further investigation. But you know what? That's a that's a wishful thinking right there. That's a wishful
Hmm.
thinking. Yes, fair use. Thank you. Cutting edge. Put that up. Put that up. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I think I got this. I got it on my thing too. Anyway, hold on. Let's see, can I find it?
Well,
Do I
no,
have it?
just
Yeah,
put his up. Just put his up.
yeah.
God,
Hold on.
you big head.
Don't you start. There won't be there.
Oh, I'm always looking for static. What's up?
I know you here. Hey, hey, be careful. Hey, no reason I said I'll put the oven up because I cannot see the comments.
Oh, okay, okay. Thank you, Cutting Edge. We appreciate you. We do. We
Yeah, I
really
sure
do.
do. I see what it was. There we go.
Yeah,
I should I put
use them.
the.
Use them eye bells. Use them
All
focals.
right, let me put that up too. I'll put that up
No,
too.
no, that's too big. That's too big. Oh yeah, that's
Trigger
good. That's
running.
good. Cause
Trigger
we
running.
say I say all kinds of stuff I shouldn't be
Yeah,
saying, but it's okay. I just blame it
I-
on the mental illness.
we already know you mental health. We already know you mental health.
Been since I was born. You got done right.
I ain't gonna
Got
tell you what
done
it there,
right.
but I'll leave that alone.
Hey, be true. Be true. Go on and read half of your story and shut up.
The witness also reported that had reportedly stabbed the juvenile girlfriend in the face, according to the arrest affidavit, and had threatened to stab others prior to the fight.
The
Wait
Caucasian
a minute.
people?
The black guy had threatened to do that to the other people.
Oh,
Wait a
he
minute.
threatened to stick I'd have stuck everybody too. You
Yeah,
putting me in danger.
yeah. I'm like this right here. If
God
somebody said they
damn.
get, hey, hello,
Uh,
I'm gonna ask you a question. You with a whole bunch of people? Hello, you with a whole bunch of people, and somebody say I'm gonna do this to somebody. Are you gonna go mess with that person?
okay.
Common
Somebody
sense tell you
did a
walk away.
listen. Somebody did a skit on TikTok. I forgot to send it to you, and
Hmm.
they were saying if black people were in a horror movie, and I'm saying this for a reason. The black dude drove up to the house, opened the door, saw some demonic activity, closed the door, got in his car, and drove away. That would be us.
Yeah, yeah,
That would be
yeah.
us.
We're going
That's
the
black
opposite
folk.
way.
There
We're
you
going the
go.
opposite way. We're going the opposite way.
The
And
end.
Yeah, and like it seems like every time we defend ourselves, oh, we gonna get charged until the whole
Hmm.
video. Look, all the way it get cleared up,
If it's a video.
video. And you know,
Hmm.
in I don't know one in Carolina State, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Right, Monique. We ain't waiting.
And I don't know.
Oh,
It's
look,
South.
look. This is. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. So one day, me and my husband was at a park. We were invited to a park, like a function in Pasadena, California.
Y'all went.
So yeah, we went, and so we was walking around and we was having a good time. And I don't know what happened. These two guys got into it, and then this dude was like, "I'm about to go get my brother. He about to go get. We about to go get a strap." Next thing you know, hold on one second. I have to do a little counseling real quick.
She gotta go cancel herself in the mirror. That's what she gotta do. You right.
Okay,
I ain't
I'm
not
back.
imitating
I'm
that.
back.
I ain't.
Yeah.
I told you she had to
So
go cancel
so
herself.
yeah, I had to talk to my other side. So what happened was he said, "I'm gonna go get my brother, and we're gonna come back with a strap." And the thing that was so funny is like 10 minutes later, everybody was calling, and we got the thing on our car where we can answer the Bluetooth on our car. Everybody like, "Where you at?" He said, "Shit, we on our way back home. Y'all can stay at that park if you want to." We got the hell on. We wasn't about to wait.
Uh,
They were like, "He never showed up." We were like, "So he said he was coming back." So we made sure that we was leaving, and that's
mm-hmm,
the end of the story. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? Nah,
mm-hmm.
we wasn't doing that.
And check this out now. The city council and the MPD are exploring any additional steps that may be needed to ensure
Right,
public
Monique.
safety. Assure public safety. Hold on. So y'all going to ensure public safety at a park, right? And the video been circulating all probably on social media about what went down. So y'all making sure the park is safe from which group of people?
The black folk, the black folks, the black folks.
There you go. There you go.
Look, them black folks over there. That's what it is.
That's
It's a
crazy.
cold
Cold
world.
world that we live
Cold
in.
world.
Because I'm looking at this like, wait a minute. Hey,
Monique got me laughing.
I know she.
She messing with me. She messing with me.
Yeah,
I
yeah, she
keep
is.
laughing.
Yeah, she
I
is.
keep
She messing
laughing.
with you. I'm
Mhm.
telling you this right here. It's crazy how this world is right now. And I look at it like this: you can't go to the park to have no fun.
Nope,
Where,
somebody gonna act the fool.
mm-hmm. And you know what they used to say? We sometimes we acting fool, but we don't call it acting fool. We call it having a good time.
That ain't no good time when you get ready to fight. I'm getting the hell on.
There you go. Okay, black, white, Asian, Hispanic. You about to go down. Oh, hey, together. Hey, let roll out. Let roll out. Let get baby wolf. Let get your husband. Let get the hell on.
You ain't gotta say get let's let me tell you something. I feel so embarrassed saying this. So one day, I'm gonna let y'all know how I am
Oh look.
with that twang in their voice. Y'all know. Yup. So I'm about to give y'all. I'm about to give y'all a little bit education. If you ever around me, you better remember this. Put it in your memory bank. Carry it with you. So one day, me and my husband driving down the street, taking my car to get it smogged. There was a car in front of us that was smoking like super bad, and it looked like it was on fire. My husband still driving close behind it. He came to the stop sign. I jumped the hell out the car and told him, "Go ahead." He like, "What's wrong?" I said, "You want to be right close to that car and it looked like it's about to explode?" He said, "Where you going?" I said, "I don't know, but I'm going somewhere." He sat back and laughed so hard, and I had to get back in the car. He laughed so hard, and other people were laughing. They were like, "She ain't playing," as they were driving by. Like, "You better follow her." Because I got the hell out my own car. Dude, you playing Russian roulette. That car was on fire, and you sitting up at the we need to turn it. We don't need to turn. We need to get the hell out and go somewhere else. Are you crazy? I got out and
Oh,
started walking.
I know
No,
you
no,
did.
no, no,
I know you
no.
did. I know you did. Hey,
Mm-mm.
but here's a question for you, together in women, men. I don't care who asks the question. I saw this on Facebook. I got some other question from Facebook, right? It from somebody conversation with. I ain't gonna say her name and give her publicity. She always put some bullshit on him. Said, why would any woman be with a man who doesn't provide? And then it goes on saying, meanwhile, 10 other men would spoil her.
Why would a woman be with a man that don't provide? Okay, so you want togethers answer?
And then it goes on saying, meanwhile,
See, he
10
didn't
other
say yes or
men.
no.
What?
I heard that. I heard what you said.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm gonna say this.
I gotta hear this.
Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me as I come. Let's get our books together. Let's take notes. Get your pens and your paper. I need you to have 3 pens in different colors because I need you to take
Uh-huh.
notes when together talk. Number one, this gonna be a short one, okay?
Uh-huh.
I ain't about to mess with no dude that ain't got no money because you want to get some cooter kitty. And then after I finish giving that to you, nigga, I'm hungry. You ain't got no money. You going to be sitting there looking at me and I'm be looking at you. My stomach growling, your stomach. Who going to feed who? I'm not feeding you. I don't want no broke dude. I'm sorry. I don't want no broke man. Now, if you got a job and you barely making enough, and I see you trying, I can deal with you. But if you a zero broke, sit on the couch, ain't got no future, no check coming in the mail type of dude, now there you
But
go.
hold on, but hold on. I'm gonna tell why I read that question because I know you're gonna go there. Because I ain't got an answer for you for that one. Get what the 10 other men will spoil her. You know what they doing? They ain't got no job. I'm tell you why I said that.
But you see, you don't be giving the whole thing. You
No,
just get
no, no,
part of it.
no,
Wait a
no. That
minute.
was the
Wait
whole
a
thing. That was
minute.
the whole thing.
No,
You
you
let me
didn't.
finish.
You
You
didn't
didn't.
say that 10 other dudes were broke, busted, or disgusted. Now, if it was 10
Uh,
other broke dudes, I don't want number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 25, 96, and 100. I don't want none of them.
but you did.
But
I
how they
said,
gonna spoil them if she ain't got? How they gonna spoil her if they ain't got no money too? That don't make sense.
hey, look here. How many? Look, some. I ain't talking about these women from our generation. I ain't talking about these women these days. They rather be with somebody sitting on the couch, spoiling them. Know what I'm saying? Them. I told you about this story about a woman, this man with this man for 8 years, right? He
Mm-hmm.
doing everything that a man's supposed to be doing,
Mm-hmm.
but she ain't satisfied.
Bye. Bye.
But I guarantee you, she didn't tell him that.
Bye.
But she came on the internet and said it. You see what I'm saying? But them look,
You could tell. No, listen, listen,
yeah,
listen, 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 Linda. Listen, listen, honey. Listen, listen. You can tell. You can tell if you are the type of person that really loves the person that you're with. You should be able to tell when that person is happy. You should be able to tell when that person is sad. You should be able to tell if that person is in discomfort. You should be able to tell that there's something different about the way this person is moving about in the same vicinity as you. If you are just there because she's pretty, got a big butt and some plastic boobers, and she got that fake hair and them nails, and she look good to you because she's a
mm,
plastic Barbie doll, you are not paying attention to that woman. You're praising the outer appearance. If you
yeah,
pay attention to the inner appearance, like if you was my husband and I know your mood, I'm gonna be looking, I'm gonna be like, something ain't right, something off,
yeah.
something going on with him. And I'm gonna come to you and I'm gonna say, what's going on? And if you don't want to tell me, I'm gonna keep mental notes and then I'm gonna figure it out myself. That's the problem with people. They don't pay attention. They just let life and stuff happen.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. It goes to the next thing she was saying on another post, right? She said, "A man will always treat you according to how he sees his own world."
Say what?
She said a man will always treat you according to how he sees his own world.
You know, the thing that get me, and y'all forgive me. Y'all gotta forgive me. I'm telling you, cause
Keep it
you
real
getting
now.
that's what I'm saying. You always get the raw, real me. People always use big words to mask their own bullshit.
Hmm.
A man is going to treat you according to how you carry yourself and present yourself. If I present myself as if I don't give a damn, I'm just along for the ride, he gonna treat me like I'm just along for the ride. If I treat myself like I care about myself and I'm doing what it takes, then he's going to put more effort into it unless he just don't give a gosh darn himself. That's when you need to pay attention and learn what type of dude you dealing with.
Uh-huh.
If you're not doing your homework like you said, and it goes
Hmm.
back to your word every time, do your homework, do your
Y'all do this.
interviews on these people. If you
Hmm.
don't do that, then you're going to get what you allow to happen. Nobody can do anything to you that you won't allow them to do. Period.
Okay. Okay. After that, she goes on. She goes on the right. If he were, if he views himself as a peasant and you're a princess from a faraway land, the moment you step into his little village and allow him to date you, he gonna hand you a bucket and tell you to make yourself at home.
Bitch, kiss him and make him a frog. God damn, or a prince or something.
But hold on, but
Sorry.
hold on. Look, how
Sorry,
many times?
sorry.
Hey, how many times have I said that women take these no good
Mm.
men, no good men, and try to turn them into something when they already knew they
That's their
wasn't that in
fault.
the first place?
That's their
Yeah,
fault.
that's their
That's their
fault.
fault. So don't get on the internet and don't come complaining to me about a no good dog that you done picked up off a Skid Row and tried to make into a Chris Brown. It ain't gonna happen. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with you. If you are a broke, busted, disgusted dude and you sitting up here looking at me thinking I'm supposed to take care of you, no, it's a give and take. If I find that
Hmm.
I'm giving more than you're giving, I'm gonna have to reevaluate this situation because I'm taking note. Okay, wait a minute. 2 times last week I bought lunch. Okay, and then I
Hmm.
bought dinner. Wait a minute. This week, this fool asking me for can he buy some? Can I give him some money for beer and cigarettes? Nah, new girl, that's your vice. I don't have a vice. You take care of your own vice. So that
Yeah,
right there would XO me out. I'm gone because I
yeah.
see how you set the pattern. What I never with bird, amen. Yeah, you got to get rid of them broke
Yeah,
men
yeah.
because when it's bill time, when it's time to pay bills, they gonna sit there and watch you stress out. They not gonna stress out because all they
Hmm.
gonna do is tell you, "Let me give you some pipe," and they think that that pipe is gonna satisfy you. And if you that shallow, you gonna keep dealing with that stress. Reality, a man is supposed to help take care. A man is supposed to take care of a woman. That's what the Bible says. But she's also supposed to be a
Yeah,
helper, not sit
yeah.
on your ass at home and do absolutely nothing.
And that what some of them do. You know, I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this right here. I seen the video, right?
Condolences. Who said what's the my ex passed 2 years ago? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say
I'm
this right
sorry,
here.
baby girl.
I'm gonna say this right here. That I seen the video. The man was on this date with this woman, right? They
Mm-hmm.
they supposed to been together.
Mm-hmm.
Her phone rang. Now he called her phone cause he thought she had took her phone with her, but she messed around and left the phone at the table. Guess what his name was saved? Guess what his name was saved in her phone as
What?
free meal number three.
Well, that's his fault. He shouldn't have called her. He shouldn't have looked at her phone either. That's his fault. Oh well. Thank you, free meal. Let's go for female number 4.
But guess what? Hey, guess what he did? Okay,
What?
see you. Don't call me back no more. Go find your free meal somewhere else.
Well,
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
his fault. That's his fault. Like you
See,
say, like you say, and I'm gonna say that's his fault because you say it all the time. No excuses for the males, no excuses for the females, no excuses for the multiple personalities out there. Okay? If you are not paying attention to the type of female that you're dealing with, if you're only being able, I've never had a problem with no man. My pops taught me well. Yeah. So if you are not paying attention to the type of person that you're inviting in your circle, and you're just letting anything go. Now, I'm sure she showed signs prior to that he was just the type of person to take her out to eat. There's got to be signs. You're not available for me unless I'm taking you out to eat. You're always busy unless I say let's go out to eat. That right there, you need to stop and think like, why is she only available to me when it's time to go eat?
Yeah.
Why is
Uh,
that? And that's the
see,
sign that you need to look at. So that's his fault.
but I'm saying it's hers too. I'm tell you why I
No,
say it's
it's his
hers.
fault. It's his
Hold on,
fault.
hold on. I'm tell you why it's hers too. Tell you why
It's
it's
his
hers too.
fault. Nope,
I'm tell you
it's his
why.
fault.
Let me finish. Let me finish before you say anything.
Nope,
I let
nope,
you
it's
talk.
his
I
fault.
let you talk. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing when you said what you were saying. Let me
So
finish. I'm tell you why it was her fault too.
it's
See,
not.
if that man genuinely loved her, right, and genuinely love her and try to show her what a man's supposed to be, how a man's supposed to love a woman, and she effed it up. You see what I'm saying? She effed it up, and guess what? And the man that female number one, and whoever she was around, that she didn't have a man around to show her how a real man's supposed to treat a woman. That's some problems right there too. So that's why I said it's both of them fault.
Nope,
It's both of them fault right there.
nope.
But guess what? You know why some men do what they do to some women? Cause women like she did him. See what I'm saying? And they wonder why some men don't do what they do. Like, why I ain't good enough for him? Cause that's why men think the some way they think. Like, why should I put more effort in a relationship when all some of these women around here all they want to do is try to play games?
Again, again, I'm going to say this. If you and I were trying to know each other, and this is just for you to answer this, I just want you to answer yes or no, what your feelings are, and you're really, really, really trying to get to know me, right? Because you're really feeling me, right? You hear me?
I hear you.
And the only time I'm available to you is when I'm hungry. You
I'm gonna
mean
tell you
to
what.
tell me, wait. You mean to tell me you're going to keep pursuing me?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right here. If that's the only time you're available, guess what? I'm not gonna keep pursuing you. And one, you know how some women, I ain't say all women, some women can hide that mystique because they're done it so long. See what I'm saying?
But
Like
Dietrich,
some
you're a
men,
smart man. You're a smart man.
I ain't going that. It ain't about being smart. Cause guess
You are
what?
smart.
Hold
You're
on,
a
hold on.
smart
I
man.
know I know I'm smart, but I won't fall for that shenanigans. See, cause I'm not finna take you out to dinner.
Thank you.
We
That's what
going.
I'm saying.
I'm not finna take you out there. We're going somewhere spot whatever. If you don't want to go there, guess what? It's all over. But this is what I'm saying. There's some men and women can dress to the T, right? Dress to the T. You wouldn't know they broke, would you?
Hell yeah.
No, you wouldn't. How you gonna know
Yes,
they
I
broke?
would. Easy.
How you know? How would
Easy.
you know? How can you tell?
But for the simple fact, me, I'm different. I'm different from everybody else. I want to know if you want to date me. First of all, I'm paying attention to your conversation. I'm keeping mental note on everything that we do. I'm paying attention if we go out to eat and or I say let's go here, and I notice that you always have an excuse, you're going to give me some sign to let me know that you're broke. I don't care how good you dress.
Yeah,
I
some of them
seen
been there
people
so
that
long.
I listen. I seen a woman. She was a friend of mine. She could dress to kill, and you would swear the way she keep herself that her house is immaculate. And I mean, you would think that it is. hella immaculate. She kept her workstation immaculate. When I went to her house, it looked like somebody just opened the doors during a tornado. But you would have never ever known. But I started paying attention to her. I'm like, she just real sharp, but her car is always freaking nasty. There's
Yeah,
going to be a sign. It's going to be a sign
yeah.
somewhere. That's why I say, and you say you got to pay attention to people. What she say? I missed it. Hold on.
But some of them, but thing is, some of them been doing it so long.
It
You
don't
can't
matter.
really.
People are eventually break. People
Yeah,
even listen. It says
eventually.
D. Wait. It says D. Truth. I'm gonna say this. I've never seen my granny in a pair of pants. She kept the 22 in her apron. I'm like, I'm like, why you have that, granny? She said, just in case my grandfather what respected, yet he was a hoe.
But I'm put over to cut it and say it right quick. See, we see you thinking about when we grew up. You ain't thinking about these days. See, you ain't thinking about this day and age. And some of these old women, like some of these teenage, like some of these young women, and they mothers, and they males, and they fathers, they try to be in each other friend. You all know how to go. Because they said, "Did you? I see what you saying. I'm a, I'm a." It just seems nowadays more and more games being played, both male and females. I also believe technology is massive contributor to this, and people act up on app playing gimmicks. You're right. You're right. Using filters and all that BS on this on apps. You know what I'm saying? They you yeah. I know you don't see it
Wow.
too. I know you don't
Huh?
see it too. I said I know you don't see it too.
See
Some
what?
people some people pictures
Oh God.
some people pictures on I don't care what social media network. The pictures
Mm-mm.
look good as I don't know what, right? Look good as I don't know what, right? But get them in, hey, meet them in person. They don't look nothing like that doggone picture.
Let me tell you something. No, no, no. I told you this before a long time ago. I went to my aunt's funeral,
hmm
and there was some cousins there, and one of the cousins looked like Precious. For no, no, I'm serious. She looked
hmm
like Precious. Um, I walked over to her because everybody was talking, and
hmm
they was looking down at her phone, and I was like, "Oh, she's cute. Who is that?" She said, "That's me." I said, "Who?" She said, "Me." I said, "Girl, you don't look nothing like that." I said, and then one of my other nieces, like, she catfishing, auntie. I said, "Girl, you better stop doing that to these men." I said, "That man see who you really are. He gonna hurt you." I mean, she made herself look like, okay, you know how little Kim look now?
hmm
But her nose was better than little Kim's. Her face wasn't all like puffy and
hmm
pushed out like that, but she made herself extra light skinned like little Kim. She had the same hair color. This is before little Kim came out. She made herself, she was equivalent, she could have been like little Kim's cousin. But when you
hmm
looked at her in real life, she looked just like Precious. And I said, "Girl, you gonna get yourself hurt catfishing these dudes." And I mean, she had dudes all up and down her page, one, and she just a talking, just a talking. I said,
hmm
"Oh my God,
I'm
oh
telling you,
my
I,
God."
I got a story, right? This girl
With
look
the
like a
old
bit
school.
look like look like a bit look like a she look good too on her on the dating app whatever app
Right
that
cutting
she
edge.
was. And this guy they met up. She didn't look nothing like the picture, but guess
Hmm.
what happened to the guy that met up with her? She had another
What, he
dude.
left?
Uh the other guy that she was with unalived him.
Oh, that's cold. That's wrong. That's wrong.
hmm And robbed
Yeah,
him.
Monique, she did. But see, a lot of people don't know. Little Kim told her own story. The reason why she first started getting surgery was because the dude she was with broke her nose a couple of times, and she went from there, and they was telling her how ugly she was, and the people in
Self
her
confidence.
circle, no, the people in her circle was abusing her from her. This is her words, not mine. I don't know her. They were abusing her, and they were mentally tormenting her. So she felt like, if I could just do this and do this, maybe I'll feel better about myself, or I'll look better. But when you have people that got you trapped and they're torturing you and
Yeah,
tormenting you, yeah, you remember that? Yeah. So that's why she messed herself up. So I really feel bad, because I wish that someone was around her strong
yeah,
enough to tell her to get counseling, because she was very beautiful.
yeah, yeah. She
Very
was, she
beautiful.
was, she was. We with all of this, the social media, the dating apps, you know what I'm saying? These
Hmm.
AI, these filters, all that stuff. You, what I got, what you see now, it's me. It's me.
You see, you seen my real picture.
It's
I
me.
look just like I look just like this picture.
hmm it's me. See, there's some people you got. That's why I say. That's why I always say you got to love, respect yourself, right?
Hmm.
Cause there's a
Hmm.
whole lot of people out there that don't love themselves,
They don't
right?
know how.
And then there's a whole. I'm going to say this. There's a whole lot of young men, young women that don't love or respect themselves, especially some young women, young women that don't respect themselves. That's why I said they don't respect themselves. They go and sleep with all these different type of men, and the men don't respect them men either.
Right.
Cause they're too easy. Go
Can we
ahead.
switch gears real quick?
Go ahead.
Um, because
What? Take a commercial right quick.
no, 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 no. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Um, because it really disturbs me when I listen to content creators, and I hope that this video somebody would take clips of it and play it. But it really disturbs me when a person lives in a certain state, area, city, or whatever, and their representative is doing corrupt things. Everybody lumps everybody into um, one pile. So what's happening here in California? Um, we have a governor that is totally unhinged. um, I'm not his doctor. I don't have any medical proof, but based on the way that he acts, in my opinion, is I really feel like this man Newsom has some sort of mental issue. I really feel that way, because he just passed a bill without us knowing, called AB, which is Assembly Bill 495. And that assembly bill, he tried to lie and say that it had something to do with illegal migrant children. No, it does not. So they had a march and a rally in Sacramento. This bill that they passed, you could print up a form off of the California website, and you could fill it out and tell a school that the child that you want to take, you have to have their information, and you have to have an address that you're taking that child to, and you fill it out and say that you're their mentor. Any child, if they know their information, any child, they could take your child out of school, and the school does not have to call you, Monique, does not have to call any one of us and let us know that someone came and picked up our child. Then they could turn around and make medical decisions and healthcare decisions and things like that. So we, the people, decided to go rally, and now he's trying to double back and paddle. But now you've made it easier for traffickers to take kids out of school and take kids. So nobody is taking this lying down. People are outraged and they're fighting back. So my thing is, I wish that when people discuss California, you would say some of the people in California agree with this. Not every one of us agree. The ones that do not agree, we have been fighting tooth and nail to get these people out of office, but there is some type of entity. I don't know if it was hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever do, but it is hard to get these ill-minded people out of office. It's hard, and they all seem to have the same sick-minded agenda. Like they really just have a mind to destroy. Like they have a hatred for humanity or anybody that has a happy life. Not only that, it was reported that a guy won our lottery out here worth $2 billion, I believe, and all the burnt properties, people still own that land, and they're paying taxes on that land. He tried to go behind those people's backs and sell their property to someone else. He had a bunch of people from China to come to California and try to buy people's property without them knowing, but they end up finding out. Why are you allowing a foreign country to come in and purchase up our land? You can't do that over there in other countries. We can't just outright go to another country and purchase land. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So I don't know what that SO is. To
So
y'all, I like these kind of
shout out,
lives. I
shout
don't
out.
like to say much. Oh, I don't like to say much usually, but here I like it. I like to express a little respect. Okay, thank you. So when you guys say California, don't throw everybody in California in that loop, in that whole bowl, because it's not all of us that want to continue to deal with this. Recently, a lady named Katie Porter was trying to run for governor, but she ended up like verbally abusing one of her staff really bad, and it was caught on on video, and it was leaked. So now that people heard how she talks, and they're doing an investigation to find out what type of work environment her previous and past what do you call it, employees have gone through. This is the stuff that we need. It's a cold cocoa game they playing, sis. Yep, in due time though. Yes, yes, it's cold out here. Um, it's so much stuff that's going on out here in California. We do not agree. Like we just had a vote on Prop 50, and that is to suppress our vote, whether we want to vote Democrat or Republican. But they pretty and doll up these words. And for people that don't truly understand or know how to break these words down, they get caught up in what they say the bill is. But when you get someone that breaks it down for you, you find out it's not what they actually said. Now, Proposition 50 is to strip away our ability to say whether we want to be Democrat, Republican, or well, no, Republican or independent. They want us to totally shift into a whole entire Democrat. So when the vote comes for the presidency, we have no say. We just deal with whoever's. No, the whole state of California is Democrat. No, you should not be able to do that. So what they did was they put holes in the ballots so they can see whether you voted yes or no on the ballot. If you voted
Mm.
against it, they can see it and they'll just like throw it aside. So before I sealed up my envelope, I flipped it upside down so they couldn't see the dot what I voted on.
Ah,
So
okay.
so they can't throw mine away. They got to actually open mine up. So this is
Yeah.
how dirty this governor is. He's putting holes in these ballots to see if you're against me, I'm gonna throw it away. If you're for me, I'm gonna keep it. You know what I'm saying? And that's unfair. You're stripping us. So he prettied and dolled it up with all the running commercials. But when I sat down and I really looked deep into it, it would do more harm to vote yes than it would to be no.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this right here. First on that property thing, he did what he did. And I'm gonna say this right here. He's the governor. I'm gonna say governors, mayors, city councilmen, they all doing it. Somebody in every state is doing the same thing. try to,
Not every state.
yeah, every state.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it
No,
is
it's
every
not.
state. Now, I'm
No,
tell you
it's
why I
not.
said. I'm tell you why I said that. I'm tell you why I said that.
It's
Believe,
not every
hey,
state.
believe it or not, it is just about it's somebody in that state. I don't care the governor, mayor, or the head of the city council, or one of the member, or trying to buy property or sell the property that is not theirs. They doing different stuff to devalue the property so they go buy it themselves to make money off of it and get rid of us for out of that property. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what they doing, and it been going on for so goddamn long. They figure, oh, these people ain't gonna figure it out. But guess what? Guess what? Together, we know what's going on. We know what's going on. See, they can't pull the wool over our eyes. And then what the last part you said? I forgot that part. The last thing you said.
About the proposition.
Repeat that again. Sorry.
Proposition 50, how he had the envelopes pre-marked to see
Yeah,
who
yeah, yeah,
voted
yeah, yeah,
yes or
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say this right here. Do I think he's the only one doing that? No. If do I think he's the only one been called out of it? Yes. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. We got some scared folks around here. We got some scared folks in this country. Tell me in my line. Me, you are not one of them. We'll call them out regardless of who they are. I know some of the people in the chat will call them out no matter who they is. But we got some scared folks that know what's going on, don't want to call these folks out. Am I right?
And
Or am I
and
wrong?
that's the problem. When you keep your mouth shut, you're allowing people to continue to be violated. And so my thing is this: it's a law. If the person's property taxes are all paid up, and just because that land, and it's not just black people's land, it's the celebrities that live there, that he was trying to go behind their backs, and he's not supposed to do that. There is a law, you cannot do that. Those people are still paying property tax, you can't do that. And he tried to do it. Every time he does something, one of his how do you say, workers, employees, or whoever works close to him, every time he tries to do something, one of the people that work close to him ends up spilling the beans and getting him busted. So everybody was trying to figure out where all these Asian people coming from. Why are they swarming the land? What is going on? No, you're not supposed to do that, especially if not, God forbid, your house burned down and you're still paying your property taxes and all that good old stuff. And then a Chinese person come from across the country and say, I'm buying this land up under you and your family. No, you're not going to let that happen. And your governor shouldn't allow that to happen.
Mm,
So
mm,
that's the problem. And people have been calling him out. And then when he gets confronted, he just sits there and smile and
mm,
tries and act like he's stupid, and he's not
mm.
stupid. He knows exactly, hey Armando, he knows
Yeah,
exactly
my dog.
what he's doing. And
Mm-hmm.
now he's passed a bill telling us, California taxpayers, he did this without us knowing. And see, that's how he does stuff. He'll do stuff when everybody's asleep, and then the next morning this bill is passed. Now he passed a bill, you know, to have us American citizens that are paying taxes to take care of every person, family member that was left behind due to the ICE raid. That's not our responsibility to take care of them people. That's not our responsibility. How you gonna take my tax dollars and pay for somebody else, and then when they put a reparations bill that you promised to pass in front of you, you turned around and vetoed and said no. Now everybody pissed off at you, and you don't find that a problem. You
Oh
don't think
yes.
nothing is wrong with you did. Why are you playing in people's faces? Why are you doing that? Because if we went to these foreign countries, and I'm not just singling out anybody, but if we decided to go in droves to a foreign country without a visa, without a green card, they would turn us around so fast, so fast. They
Yeah.
wouldn't give us no food. They wouldn't give us no water. They would put us on the next thing smoking quickly up out of their country. So, what is the problem if we do the same thing? That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. I don't mind you coming to America for a better life, but you're telling me now I can't get a job unless I have to speak their language. This is America. Why should I
But
have
hold
to
on.
convert to your language?
But hold on. I'm gonna say this right here. It's not only them.
I
I'm talking
said
about
illegals, period.
yeah. But I'm speaking illegals and legals, right? It don't matter which ones, right?
It does. It does matter.
Yeah.
Because
But
if they're here legally, they're doing things the correct way. They've
but
done
hold
the
on, Paul. You
paperwork.
didn't let me
They've done,
finish. You
wait,
let,
wait,
yeah, yeah,
wait.
you
I'm
let,
telling
you,
you the
yeah,
difference
yeah,
between
yeah,
the
yeah. You
legals
didn't
and the
let you didn't let
illegals.
I know the difference, but you didn't let me finish my statement either.
Well, make
You
sure
do
you say it right then. Stop
as
cutting.
I'm saying it right. You let me
No,
finish.
Mondo, I'm
Let,
still going through what you go through.
let me
Mm,
finish. Cause you
I
said
wish
they
I
won't let
drank.
you. Hey, cause you said they won't let you get a job because they illegal. No, there's some legal immigrants that won't let you. They won't hire you either. So they correct it now.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about something different.
But
I'm
we
talking about
can't just put
something total. I'm talking about the language. I'm talking about the language.
that.
Why? I'm talking about the language. George Bush, when he was a president, I remember one time he went to McDonald's. He's allergic to ketchup. This is what he said. And the lady when he took the order, they took the order. He said, "I'm allergic to ketchup. Don't put anything with ketchup on my food." And they said, "I got it." The lady, when he got to the window, he was asking her to repeat the order. She spoke no English, and this made him very upset. And he told this story, and he said from that point on, he put into act that if you come to America, if you cannot speak English, you cannot get a job, because nobody should be struggling trying to get an order, and you don't know what they're talking about, because you giving somebody the wrong order and they have an allergic reaction, it could turn from an allergic reaction to something very harmful quickly. So that part, that's what I'm saying. They, even if you have legals that don't want to hire you, but you should not be telling American citizens you have to speak this certain language before you qualify for a job. You should
I'm
not do that. This is a
I'm
land
going
of English.
I'm going to say this right here. I'm going to say this right here.
Go ahead, D Truth.
Well, who says it's a land of English when we don't know what the language was before? For
Okay.
these, hold on. For the
Okay.
European came over here. You see what I'm saying?
We're talking about
So
right now. We're
no,
not
no,
talking about
no,
when the
no, 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 no,
Europeans
no,
came.
no,
We're
no,
talking
no, no,
about
no,
right
no. Hold
now.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
We're
on,
talking
hold
about right
on,
now.
hold on. I'm going to say this right here. There are some people that speak English cannot read and mess up food.
I'd rather them. No, 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 no. That's
No,
not
no,
what
no,
I'm
no, no.
saying. I'm saying to you
You
that you
can't
should
move it.
not be told that you cannot get a job because you are not bilingual. That is what I'm saying. American people, listen, the people that were born here on this land and all the language they know is English, because you got a lot of older people that don't know Spanish, Chinese, Russian, and the other beautiful languages out there. They don't know it. They didn't grow up in an environment where they had to learn that. So now you're telling me I have to learn this. That's not fair to me. It should be a choice. If we go to China, we need to learn how to communicate with them on their terms, not on our terms, but they do have people that will grace us and will be interpreters. We can pay for that service, but you should not be telling them, well, Americans is over here. Now you got to speak their language. If you don't, you can't work no more. That's not fair. I don't care where you go. I
Well,
don't care where you go.
I'm like this right here. I look at the past and I look at now, right? I look at both of them. I look at both of them, and we could be easily speaking another language over here. We could be easily. Ain't no telling what the language was over here for the, the, the white European came over here. It's changed the languages. You see what I'm saying? So who to say? Who to say? Hear me out. Who to say the language in this country was the Spanish first? Who to say that?
It
We can't
wasn't.
say that. How you know? Was you back then?
No, but I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of people don't really know that, because they keep hollering, this is stolen land, this is stolen land. And thank God for books and education that now people are starting to understand it's not the people from Mexico that is saying that America stole California, Texas, and all that. It's people that are further southern of the border that don't know the history. In the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, there are other treaties under that. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo explains that there was a war and America won. There was another thing that Mexico owed America $3 million in debt, which is equivalent to billions today from the reading. And as a write off on the debt, they gave us all the northern states as a payoff, and that's in the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. And there's another treaty under that I didn't get to finish reading, and it also coincides exactly with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo says. And they had to write it in English because it's all in Spanish, so someone translated it into English so that American people reading it could comprehend what it's saying. So you have people that's further, and they teach this in Mexico. So you're not getting the people from Mexico that's saying this is stolen land. It's people from El Salvador, Guatemala, all these other places that's saying that, and they don't even know about the treaty because when they was out there marching and acting a fool, I pulled someone aside and asked them, have they ever heard of the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo? And they was like, no. And I said, when you read it, let me know. And they came back to me. It was like, damn, I didn't even know that. I said, that's what I'm saying. They are not teaching this in your country. It's being taught in Mexico. So you guys think that we stole the land from you. I said the only people that really truly had land stolen were the original Indians that was on this land that
Mm-hmm.
possessed this land. And I said, and the Spaniards came over here and stole the land, and you know got the Indians sick and they
Mm-hmm.
passed on. And I said then other people started invading the land, and so this is how come it's a big mess today. I said but it's a good thing that Mexico Guadalupe, the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo was written down to explain that Mexico was not Mexico. It was a part of Spain or something like that. I don't know what it was called, but it was not Mexico. Mexico is a new term. It was never called Mexico, but they named it Mexico. But they have that treaty and they teach that treaty and the other treaties that is connected with it. And a lot of people don't know about the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. This is what I'm saying. So for them to come here and then try to take something that don't belong to them, you're stealing it too, because this
Mm-hmm.
is not your land. You're from El Salvador, that's your land. You're from Guatemala, that's your land. So how can you come here and try to say that we stole something that was never yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. If somebody would have told me I can't have this job because of this right here, this right here, guess what? That job wasn't meant for me anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in a relationship. If that man or woman do you wrong, that relationship you were meant to be in that relationship anyway. But if you get in that relationship or get that job and they doing you wrong, who fault is it? Is it their
Well,
fault?
they had a lawsuit out here because they people were complaining, and the person that I believe, and I'm just telling you what I think because I don't know the whole get down, but I do know what I read. Um, there was a agency, and they had the warehouses, and the agencies were sending Black Americans to these warehouses, and it was a high turnover of Black people. And what they were finding out is once a Latino individual, a Mexican, Spanish, I don't know how to address it with respect, became the head person, he began to sabotage Black people and then bring in his friends and his families. So somehow when certain amount of complaints came in from Black people, that's when they started doing the internal investigation, and they found out that they were dominating all the warehouses, getting all the Black people fired, hiring all their family members that were illegal, and even those that are legal. And so once they did the investigation, they end up suing these warehouses, and they told them that if they're not going to hire fairly, then it's going to be a constant lawsuit. So now you got a lot of black people that have been looking for jobs and wanting to work. They're finally able to get into these jobs, even with the fast food out here. And I'm not shitting on anyone. Please understand, I'm not. I'm just giving you guys information. Like the fast food restaurants out here, it used to be predominantly black mixed in with some Latino people, some white people, Chinese people. It was like a rainbow of people. Now, when you go to these establishments, you'll see a black person, and maybe a week or two later, that black person will be gone, replaced by another Hispanic person, which I think is terrible. It
I'm gonna
should
tell you
not
what.
be that way. It
I'm
shouldn't be
tell you.
that way.
I'm tell you why it shouldn't be that way. I'm tell you why it is that way. Right. I'm tell you why it's that way. They can play that other person less than they play that black person or the white person, the Asian person. Right. They not finna complain. Right. They ain't gonna complain. Who they gonna complain to? To why they're messing up they work and risk of going getting caught. You see what I'm saying?
I
We're
don't
not going to.
understand what
Hey,
you're saying.
we are not. Look, you going to settle for what the price they paying him or her to work?
They have a
No.
minimum wage. They no, they have a law out here. Whatever the minimum wage is, they gotta pay the minimum wage. It's a law out here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
but
it's different in different states, but here they don't play that. If a person gets hired for 20 an hour, that's what you're gonna pay them, because they have a I forgot what they call it. If a person gets hired and they get paid under minimum wage, and they complain, that business, that establishment will get fined, and I don't think they want to pay that money. Hey, Rinrock.
hey, remember, I'm tell you what the see. You got a state minimum wage, right? But you also got the federal government minimum wage. You see what I'm saying? And even if they pay them under that $20, even if they pay under $20, they still within a range. They can pay them 14 because it's still above the federal
The
government minimum
minimum
wage.
wage is $20 an hour, period. This is what I'm telling you. They recently
Is that federally? Is that
That's
federally?
California. That's California. If you
But
listen,
but but but, but what
the
overrides?
governor signed it. The governor signed it into law. Everybody who gets $20 minimum wage. Anybody that's working $20 an hour. I'm
But
telling you what it is.
listen what I'm saying to you though together. Federal outweighs state any day. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
It'd be
never
hard.
mind.
I
Never
know what
mind.
I know what you saying. They
Never
can't do
mind.
it, but nobody tried it, had they? Nobody tried that. I'm saying is,
They actually have tried it. They actually have tried it. And that's why they made it. That's why he wrote an executive order or whatever the hell he wrote.
you got to make people feel good and forget about all the other BS he doing.
Hmm. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
but let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move. I'm tired of politics. I'm tired
Me
of
too.
politics.
Anyway,
The session is real. This from the what I was telling about the conversation with Kay, whatever her name is. Men like this see the light, but they don't follow divine instruction. They want the beauty, the glow, the energy, and when they realize they can't access it, they try to dim it. True or false?
it depends on what man you dealing with. You got to do your homework.
But you,
This is the problem. I don't like people, because see,
this
I'm
a woman
around.
saying that. This a woman saying that.
Let me
She
finish.
said me.
I'm
Hey, hold on.
around.
She
I'm
said
around
she.
you. I'm
Hold on,
around you.
let me clarify for the chat and everybody gonna watch this replay. She didn't say some men. She said men, all in one category. Okay, go ahead.
I've been around you. I've been around Renrock. I've been around Armando, Sniper, Tony Williams, all these men, all these wonderful, wonderful men. You know what I'm saying? By
Mhm.
by way of chat. And the way that you guys are, just by looking at how you respond to, streaming and things like that when we talk and stuff,
Mhm.
all the information that these men post and give us women as a heads up.
Mhm.
It's a lot of stuff that's posted to give women heads up. Armando has even done videos to give us women heads up on what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You have that. If you don't have it for real in your life, you have that. You can even put in the chat, can we talk? And he can drop a link and you can have a real life conversation with Armando, I'm sure, if you don't have a male figure. With all the information and the men that are available, the good, upstanding men that are available that you could listen to if you want to be taught, you won't be having these stupid rants on your page. There's something
Mhm.
wrong with you if you're going through this and you want to put it on the page because now you're disappointed that you didn't do your homework. And I'm not trying to crap on women because there are men that are absolute buttheads, but at the same time, there are men that you can contact and get in contact with. There are men that you could talk to and say, hey, what do you think about this? And they won't judge you, but they'll say, look, if you was my sister, I wouldn't put up with that. You don't
Mhm.
need to deal with that. Let that go. That's the wrong
Mhm.
dude for you. But we got
Mhm.
women out here that want to be
Shooting
the
the other.
man in the relationship. They want to tell the man, shut the hell up. They want to wear the pants, but it's so many different areas. Like Monique said, my daddy taught me. My
Mhm.
daddy taught me. My maybe your brother was trying to teach you, but you so daggone hard headed. Maybe your uncles and your cousins. But some women just don't want to listen until something happened. Then you want to get on the internet and cry. You want to get
Okay.
on the internet and cry. If you in church, you could talk to some of these men in the church and say, hey, pastor, I got a problem. Hey, deacon, hey, elder, I got a problem. I need your help. And they'll
Yep.
tell you this is
Yep.
this and that is this. But women don't, a lot of women don't want to listen.
They want to talk.
They don't want to
It's
be
just.
told what to do.
Mhm.
Well, I'm my
I got.
own woman. I'm my own woman. I don't need a
I'm
man.
missing. Look, I'm missing. Listen to Beyonce, independent woman. Come on now.
No,
I'm
what's
read.
a girl? Who run the world? Girls. That's a damn
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm going to read this right here, and I'm gonna read another part to it. Right. Making a girl believe that you like her just so you can have sex with her should be classified as sexual assault. But no one's ready to have that conversation. But you know where I'm finna go with this right here.
Just go ahead.
Making a man believe that you like him just so you can use him for his money should be classified as theft. See, they don't want to hear that part, do they? That last part.
I don't think that's classified as stuff. I think that's classified as total manipulation and there should be
Yeah.
some consequences behind manipulation because you led this person on when you knew beyond the
Oh Lord.
shadow of a doubt. Beyonce is a joke. Her and her camel face. Oh Lord Jesus help me. Girl, that ain't no camel face. That nigga look like a boot hit his goddamn face.
Yeah. And I'm finna
That's
go
an
read the other.
ugly big lip boy. Ooh, that
Hey,
boy got some lips on him.
hey, together.
Huh.
Somebody wrote that, and she responded to it. It was on Twitter. Somebody, and she was the conversation with Kay. She responded, honestly, did you really believe he liked you, or could you feel deep in your spirit that he really wasn't that into you? The truth is, most of the time, women knew they just ignored their intuition. She wanted to be nice. She wanted to give him a chance. She wanted to see how it goes. No, she was looking at that damn money.
Okay, so if you want me to answer, tell me. If not, I'll just listen.
I'm finna finish right. I'm finished. Then you can answer. But your intuition is God built-in protection system. It's the voice that whispers what your heart already knows. When you choose to listen, it's called discernment, and discernment will save your heart, your body, your time, and your soul. That just don't go for women. It goes to men too. Go ahead together.
What I want to understand is from her, why would you have all this pent up anger? What happened? for you to have all this pent up anger where you would just classify a whole group of men into one bundle when one man probably did you wrong. And then on top of that, my problem is this: what did you do? What steps did you take to protect yourself? If you meet a dude, a man is gonna let you know something. You're gonna feel something like, wait a minute. You're gonna go out with him. You're gonna talk to him, and if he's too touchy feely, what women normally do is like, hey girl, I need to talk to you about something. And the girlfriend will be like, what's up? I went on a date with this dude, girl, and he was so touchy feely. And she'd be like, girl, he act like all he want to do is smash. You better watch him. Or if you have a close homeboy or something, and you be like, what is it when a dude, I went out with this dude and he kept touching. He like, everything that he said pretty much led to, sexual talk. And the way that he was looking at me, it was like he wasn't looking at me there's things that you could pick up and notice. So
Yeah.
that's why I say it's hard to ignore somebody, because sometimes we women, we get around people and we're so excited that we let our guards down and we don't pay attention. We're not scoping out and paying attention to what type of person this is. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? We're
Yeah.
not paying attention to first impressions versus second impression versus third impression. Because the first impression he put on his best. The second impression, he let his guards down and he started showing a little flaw. Third impression, he started showing more flaws. Fourth impression, he started showing me signs that I'm not comfortable with. So it's always something there when you deal with other people. You got to just pay attention.
Mm. I'm gonna read this right quick. I'm gonna read this right quick. Okay. What it? What it? What it?
Yeah, people are sick nowadays.
Okay, I'm gonna read the bottom. And one part says they call it superficial because they can't comprehend standards. Okay. Okay. It said, so let the light come on, sis. One day you wake up and realize most men can't afford you, not mentally, spiritually, physically, or financially. Remember, a real king comes bearing gift. He rises to meet your frequency. He pours in, not drain. He protects, not not project.
You want me to answer that?
Go ahead.
Number one, the Bible says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing. Number two, say that other part she said, that he has to meet your standards.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
got
what she
rise to
said?
me. He rises to meet your frequency, basically your standard. Basically, what she's
Okay,
saying.
so number two, she's wrong for that. Should nobody have to rise to nothing? First of all, you attract who you are. So if you're attracting no good people, then you need to check your damn frequency. Period.
Hmm. Then it goes on saying he pours in, not drain. He protects, not projects.
Okay, that's a husband. That's not a damn boyfriend. Now, if you want all that from a man, then you better be ready to settle down and marry him. Ain't no man gonna sit up here and pour all his life into no damn girlfriend or possibility. A man will do a lot for you to see if you are wifey material. If you become wifey material, he's gonna pour in more. And if you're
Mhm.
not the type of person that's receptive to him wanting to take his time and know who you are, that's your fault. You shouldn't be sitting up here thinking because you think you are so pretty that you deserve everything. If you're not my I'm just saying I'm not a man, but I'm
Go
just
ahead, say it. Go ahead. We know. We know.
if I'm a man and I'm looking at you as a potential woman and I see that you looking at me like I should shower you like you my wife, you got me messed up all day, all night, every week, every second. Because first of all, you gonna earn me like I gotta earn you. I'm not gonna come out giving you expensive gifts and you just could be a passerby. Nigga, what I look like, a bank?
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this. You hear the point. You hear the point there, right? All right. A woman got mad. I seen this on video, and he said something. She said something. He said, "Okay, if I gotta do that." No, she said, "Let me see your bank account." That's what
What?
she told him. Oh, but guess what his comeback was?
Hmm.
Guess what his comeback was? Let me see you without the makeup, your wig, or your fake nails, your BBLs, and your fake titties.
I would give him a high five and a heartbeat.
see, see, I look like this right here. They won't say this man so pretty, this man so ugly, whatever, whatever. Don't realize me and out here in this world, when you talk about the actors, they don't put on makeup. This they natural look, right? They that natural look.
Well, some men do. Let's keep it real.
Well, we ain't talking about them, so.
I knew you was gonna say that. That's why I said that.
but but how many women
Hmm.
have you seen can't go without a wig, without their nail done, without no makeup? Percentage
Okay.
wise, percentage
Oh,
wise.
percentage wise, I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you, me, I don't wear. I have makeup, but I don't wear it. I don't even know how to use it. And
Why
you
you
know who
got it?
Mike? Uh, because when I got married, I put it on. That's how. So look,
Ooh.
my sister, the one that does legal work, she knows all the celebrities. She knows Mike Epps, and I was going to go get my hair done for my wedding like the day before, and I don't pay attention to people. I don't. I'm not nosy, so I walked right past Mike Epps, and my
Mm-hmm.
sister was like, "Did you say hi to Mike Epps?" I said, "No," and I had to think for a minute. Who is that? And she said, "Girl, go back outside and say the hi to Mike Epps." I'm like, "Girl, I don't care." She said, "I know, but just go say hi." So I walked back outside. I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "Damn, you dry." Like, I'm because I don't care about you. You're an actor,
Yeah.
so what? So he was like, "You want to?" He said, "I want to take a picture," and I stood. He like, "Man," he said, "What do you put on your skin?" I'm like, "What you mean?" He said, "You got some beautiful skin," and I'm like, "Thank you." And so the other guys was like, "Man, she cute." And I'm like, "Thank you," but I'm getting married. They was like, "Oh, okay." So I said, "Well, it's nice meeting you." After I took the picture and I walked off, and my sister like, "You are so nonchalant." I'm like, "Those are actors. That's their money. I'm not gonna sit up here and jump all over you. I don't care. You're
There
just
you
doing a
go.
job. You're
Yeah.
doing a job. I don't care
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah.
about that." But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't wear makeup. And when I put it on, it breaks my skin out because my skin
Yeah.
is not accustomed to all that clogging and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, you see what Chef Girl said? She when I said what percentage, she said 90%.
90. No, tell her 99.
Yeah. Cause I guarantee you, some of these females go around take their wig, them nails, and the makeup off. Woo, they bugly. They ain't ugly,
I
they
got a, I
bugly.
got a, I got a story for you. I got a story for you. So
Hey Tony.
my niece is very, very, very beautiful when she puts like the weaves and stuff in her hair and
Hmm.
the, on the stuff. She's very, very beautiful. You don't know if she's from Puerto Rico. I mean, she just or Africa. I mean, she just beautiful. My niece is beautiful, and even when she braid her hair. So she met a guy from Italy, and they were talking, and they were like FaceTiming each other and all that stuff. And he was like, "I'm gonna come visit you." So he came to visit, and they came to my house, and oh my
Oh
god,
Lord have mercy.
I'm sitting in the bedroom. I'm sitting in the bedroom, and all of a sudden she come crying, "Auntie."
What
I'm like,
happened?
"What's wrong?" She scared the hell out of him because he came in the bathroom and watched her take her weave down, and he's never seen that before, and it scared the hell out of him. So I was like, Paulo, come here." He was walking, and when he walked, he looked like he saw somebody get pow. And I'm like, "What's the
Hmm.
matter?" He go, the her hair, her, and I just fell back laughing. I said, "Oh my god, he has never seen a weave before."
Mm-mm.
He never seen a weave before, and that was his first time seeing it. It scared the hell out of her because he thought
Lord
she had
have mercy.
cancer. He thought she had cancer. I said, "No."
Hey, yeah, I got another question. Okay,
Huh?
I got another question.
What?
Do you believe kids tell on you when
Yep.
they're around other people?
This little punk do.
I know he do. I know he do. No reason I asked that question. No reason I asked that question.
uh,
I watching that boy Will, right? Shout out to
the
him.
who?
That boy
Who?
Will. That boy Will. He
I
on
don't know what
YouTube.
that is. Oh, I don't know what
That's
that
his
is.
name of YouTube channel. He played this video. This child, this young boy, will tell on his mama.
Oh Lord.
He messed around and said dad called the dad that was there daddy number two. He said, who
Yeah,
dad number one? He said, who dad number one? Oh, when I go with mama, y'all, we live together.
Oh.
Oh, she said, oh,
Oh.
you lying. She kept saying,
Oh.
telling her, he telling a lie, but he kept telling it all. I'm
Oh.
like, Lord have mercy.
Oh. Oh.
Where you be in my room playing with my toy? Where? Old
Oh.
mama's house?
Oh. Lord Jesus. Oh Lord
Yeah,
Jesus.
he said the man name. I'm like,
Let me tell you something. I would have fainted.
hold
I'd have
on.
fainted right on the spot. That-
Go ahead and put your 2 cents in, Tony.
no, I'm first. Good evening, everybody. You know, I'm late because I just got through wrapping up my show at KCCR Radio, but I was listening on my phone while I was doing the show. But, yeah, man, kids will tell on you, man. They don't be, they don't be meaning to, but if you don't, if you don't lay down the ground rules, this where certain women mess up at. They don't, especially with little boys. If you don't pull that little boy to the side and call his ass up and check him right then and there, hey, look, what go on in our house, stay in our house. Don't tell your goddamn daddy nothing. If you don't check him
That
like
don't
that,
work.
no, with real black kids, it work. With real black kids,
First of all, you got a real black mama that don't play, that'll clock
right,
your teeth. You ain't
right.
gonna say nothing. Ain't
You
nothing
ain't gonna
coming
say a damn thing.
through your teeth but air.
That's it. And no matter how much you get questioned, you're gonna say, my mama say whatever, stay in our house, stay in our house. Nope, nope,
They're
nope.
gonna think of that. They're
Uh,
gonna think of that knockout game.
Hell
but
yeah.
hey, but you know what? That right there, cause sometimes you know how sometimes kid don't mean to say anything, but it
Right.
comes out anyway. So you gotta expect that, right? But if
You
you tell the
you
kid,
gotta teach your kid how to lie, cause they just gonna be brutally
Nah,
honest.
no,
nah,
I ain't
nah,
teaching
nah,
my
nah,
kid how to lie.
No,
Tell the
that's what
nah.
truth.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way you gonna get him not to tell is if you
No,
teach them how to lie. Cause kids
right,
is
but
naturally honest. They just brutally honest. They don't. They
Yeah,
don't. They just say what they see.
yeah. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes, y'all. Tell me if y'all can hear it.
nope.
Guys, it's on my mama's side.
On your
Yeah,
mama's side.
that's the
What do
one.
you
That's
mean?
it.
I'm confused. Why you keep calling me dad number two? How many dads you have, you think?
2.
How do you have 2 dads?
Because dad number
Oh.
1.
What are you talking about, Kingston? I'm confused.
Dad number 1.
Where do you see this dad number one at?
At my mama's house.
At your mother's house?
Yeah.
Just we live together. So what house are you talking about? What house do you go to?
My mom's house when you're at work.
When I'm at work.
Yeah.
And where do you be at?
At my mama's house.
Where do you be at in the house?
In the room.
In the room?
Yeah.
With who?
Has anyone ever told you that?
You see what I'm talking about? See, kid might slip on to say something they don't mean they ain't supposed to say, and guess what? You might not catch it,
But
but
let
you
me ask you
catch
a
it.
question. Let me
Go
ask you a
ahead.
question.
Uh-huh.
I kind of feel like that was a setup from the man because I believe that, and this is my opinion, for that little kid to divulge that information, there had to be a question asked by the man, and then he started recording what the kid was saying, because a
Mm-hmm.
kid is not going to just sit there and start telling you anything unless you bring up something or ask them a question. So I believe that he asked the kid some questions on some suspicions that he already
Mm-hmm.
had.
Mm-hmm.
This is my true opinion.
I'm with you.
I
I'm
agree
with
with
you.
that.
I do
I agree
too.
with that. Yeah.
Cause you get two dads. Okay, you spend time on daddy number one house. Oh, now I'm questioning her. Okay, let's go and get your DNA, see if you remember your son.
Right.
That you see what I'm saying? So men and women put themselves in situations that they, which they shouldn't put themselves in.
Oh, speaking of the DNA, I believe they said Donald Trump passed a law now that when a woman gives birth, that automatically she has to do a DNA. So because he said he's tired of these men being put on child support, and those are not his kids.
Yeah, yeah,
So he
and
passed a law, said that's the end of that. He tired of that.
yeah, and and thing is, then then the problem was, especially here in Georgia, the dad really don't have no right to the child in Georgia till
Unless
he
they
get him.
married.
Let, they still gonna have to get him legitimized. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's the problem.
That's
See,
the way it is in Arkansas too.
yeah, cause if the child ain't legitimized, you ain't got no say what school to go to, what the doctor, whatever. The woman don't have to tell you the doggone thing, which I think is wrong. Bottom line,
I don't think that that's fair for a man not to be able to at least have some input in that child's
medical.
the choice of school, because the school that you want to take that child to, he might have done some research and found out that this school will bring on better chances of scholarships, better chances of education, or maybe at a certain level they're linked into a college. Because I knew a guy, I can't remember his name, but he was like 13 and 14. His brother was 13, or maybe he was, well, they were 13 and 14 years old. The little boy was a genius, and
Hmm.
he was already enrolled in college classes, and this were black kids. You get what I'm saying? And because the mother, she wasn't super educated, but the father was super educated, and she followed her husband's lead, and these kids were taking college courses on a full scholarship. They tested out of high school, black children.
Yeah,
And this little boy had a full on music studio where he had actual people coming in doing creating music, and this little boy was making money hand over fist that young. So
yeah,
sometimes women have to stop being so stupid and understand, when you have a child, yeah, you and daddy may not have got along, but at the same time, it's not about you and daddy. It's about the health of that child. It's about the mental stability of that child, making sure that that child feels loved. Because when you have two parents that's constantly fighting, that really does a lot of damage to kids. It does a lot of
yeah,
damage. And you're
yeah,
thinking that they don't know, they can feel the tension.
Yep.
You're doing more
Yep.
damage to that kid.
yep,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I see this other video. I want y'all to opinion on this. This woman, right? Uh, she woke up in the morning and said, "This is the day that my daughter will get adopted. I'm gonna
What
drop her
that
off to
mean?
school. I'm gonna drop her off at school, and her adopted parent gonna pick her up in the car line." The child was
Whoa, whoa,
7 years
whoa,
old.
whoa, whoa, wait. She didn't tell the little girl she was letting her be adopted?
I don't know. I don't know. She said, "I'm free. I ain't gonna
Oh,
travel do all this other stuff. I'm free." Her boyfriend
oh,
said,
dang.
her boyfriend told her, "Do whatever your heart, whatever you feel." How can a mother that carried a child for 9 months, then raised her for 7 years, don't give a damn about their own child? They just willy nilly give it up for adoption.
because maybe it's a case where, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, she probably thought by having that child that she would get the father, and she figured out she wasn't gonna get the father, and she like, well, I don't want her either. You never
Yep,
know.
pretty
Maybe the
much.
maybe the child looked like daddy.
It don't matter. She probably didn't. She probably wanted
That's
the
what I'm saying.
daddy, and the
Yeah, that's what I'm
daddy
saying.
didn't want her. And
Yeah,
she said, since I can't have him, I don't want her.
but 7 years, right?
It don't matter. Women are
No,
heartless.
no.
But the good part about that story is this: should the father go to court, the person that adopts the little girl could speak on his behalf, and he can actually win custody of his child, and she will have absolutely no say so. So it could be a win-win situation for him.
Oh, oh, she. The thing is, I think I look at that situation as if you don't want to have no child, you don't feel like raising a child, you still want to be free. Don't lay down. Don't
Remember
let
No,
that
nobody.
video I showed? Remember
you
that
gonna let
video I showed you? That when
Uh,
that woman celebrating that they took her kids out of the house. Remember
yeah.
that black girl? Yeah.
Uh, and thing is, don't don't let no. If you do lay down, don't let the man shoot up the club.
right.
If you know what I mean.
If you don't want no
And
kids, then you should take all precautions. You know, like that. That should be.
Become a nun.
That's why I say we don't. We as black people, we don't. We don't communicate our needs and our desires to each other at the beginning because we so caught up in this lust that we confuse it with love, and then we get caught up. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Then we get
yeah.
caught up. So if we two adults and we sitting down having a conversation and she say, I ain't ready to have no kids, and he was like, okay, well, cool. Well, we both gonna have to do the protection thing. You know
Suit
what I'm
up,
saying?
suit up, suit up.
Hmm.
Suit up, both of us. If you go get that female condom, I get the male condom, and man, we just make it do what it do until we both
Hmm.
come to the decision that we ready. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
a lot of people like to go raw.
Hmm.
Everybody's not as mature as you guys are though. That's and then you got to think about it. Sometimes it happens because there's alcohol involved and nobody
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
paying attention, or they're too drunk and they want to get that hump off of their back, and this would leads to, problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
A perfect example, right? Together. Any other female that's in the chat, I want you to answer the question, right?
Hmm.
Anthony Every Minnesota Timberwolves basketball player. Got with his Instagram model. They did their thing, right?
Hmm.
She wound up pregnant. He gives her the money. I think either get a abortion or get a plan B, right?
Okay.
And he told her, "I don't want no child." Right out the rip, she goes to have the child anyway.
Okay.
Who that fall on, him or her?
Well, let me say this first before I answer your question. What I think they need to come up with new laws, and let's say Tony and I messed around and I got pregnant, and Tony said, no disrespect, but I'm not ready to have a kid. And so what should be able to happen is Tony should be able to uh, seek counseling and say, look, I got her pregnant and I'm not ready to be a father. We both realize that, we slipped up. And if she says, well, I want to keep the kid, then I think at that point they should tell her, okay, here's a series of papers where he's able to sign off his parental rights because he made you understand that he did not want kids, and he understood that you guys had a slip up. So
Hmm.
therefore, it's all on you because he made it very clear to you,
Hmm.
that you guys could try again when you're more stable. So I think it should be something in those guidelines.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But to me,
Yeah.
I don't believe in abortion. So that right there would be hard for me. But I'm saying it to protect someone on the legal aspect. But to me, I feel like I would not I don't believe in abortion. because it wasn't violently done, and that child shouldn't have to pay for it, if you get what I'm saying. It was a night of passion. You guys expressed deep love and concern for each other, and now here's a life that's being formed. No matter if there's cells or whatever, it's still a formed life that is supposed to come about. So I think at some point, maybe um, he should have a choice whether he has to contribute. He could say, "Well, I told you I didn't want the child. Let's not, terminate the pregnancy because maybe later on I'll change my mind," and don't give her as much money as she thinks she wants to get, but give her enough to only support that child, not her lifestyle.
But here's the kicker right here. He went to court and paid a lump sum in child support.
Mm-hmm.
It was she want more money, but guess what?
Nope.
Can't get more money.
Nope.
Can't get no more money.
More. No more.
There you go. Can't
That's
get no
what
more
happened
money.
to Chris. That's what happened with Chris Brown, the little girl that he has, his daughter.
Mhm.
Her mother was a struggling model, and so when Chris Brown finally like went to her house, she lived in a apartment building that was infested with roaches. So
Mhm.
she went to the court and she told the court he should give me more money so that I can move the baby into a better place because it got roaches. And the court told her absolutely not. That is not his responsibility. You get enough money where you can move by yourself with that child. His job is not to take care of you, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister. That money is for your daughter. And she got pissed off. And the judge and the lawyer even told her before, he said, I don't think it's gonna go through because you told him you was gonna use that money to get a place for you and your daughter, not your family.
There you go.
That's the
And
information that I understood.
yeah, Akon and his wife got a divorce, right?
Oh Lord, who's Akon?
You know, you heard of Akon?
The brother who
Hey,
sung, I'm locked up, won't let me out.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
him and his wife got a divorce. She tried to get a whole lot of alimony and all that stuff. Guess what? She can't get it. She played herself. Try to divorce her, try to get her the money. She played herself. You heard it. You heard that song back in the day. Everything in my mama's name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah, but
All
but
his,
you know what?
all his stuff is in his mama's name.
Yeah, but guess what?
What?
It could be in his mother's name, but when they start thinking about the child, the children, and
Oh,
it depends on
guess who got full custody? And she
him.
got no rights to it. He do.
Oh, okay, then guess what?
Hey,
But listen, it depends on when he put that stuff in his mother's name.
he been
That's
had
the
his
other for how long?
shoot. I don't know how long, but guess what?
No, listen. What I'm saying is this, and the reason why I'm gonna say it for a reason, because when a lot of times a man and a woman, their relationship, the foundation will fall apart. And when the man knows that he's about to divorce the wife and get rid of her, he'll start shifting things to other, like to his mother or someone else. So what happens is they look at the timeline when he started shifting assets and stuff. So if it was not like when they first started saying I'm breaking up, then he's going to have to pay her alimony until she gets married again. That's just the way it works, and I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy because a lot of men shift their assets and they move it so they don't have to pay alimony and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It really depends on when he did this. Now, if he's done this, then the duration of their marriage, then they can say, okay, everything has always been in her name. So sorry. But if it came
uh,
at the break of that foundation, they're not going to listen to that.
see, Akon's wife for 29 years, Tamika, I can't pronounce her last name, filed for divorce in September, citing
Reconcilable.
difference. Yeah,
Irreconcilable differences.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole. Yeah, Tamika demanded $110 million
What?
USDA spousal support with joint legal custody of their daughter,
Well,
Journey.
wait, $110 million.
Yeah.
Oh, she out her rabbit ashtray mind.
After reviewing his financial document, Tamika was reportedly shocked to learn Akon has only $10,000 left in his bank account. Devious, wasn't it?
I think 110 million dollars. I think she going way too damn far.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's too much. Now, if you let's say me and Tony was married and Tony was worth $2 billion, and we have an issue, I would be like, I know we don't get along. I know you don't like me. I know you don't care, but you've afforded me a lifestyle where I don't have to work and I'm comfortable. And I want to know, what do you think is fair? See, I'm not coming at your pocket. I'm asking you, what do you think is fair? And being that I came at you, even at that critical moment, with respect, I don't think you're going to be nasty and say, I ain't giving you jack. I don't think so. I think you'd be like, you know what? She didn't come at me nasty, because it's a lot of relationships that break up and the man will leave a woman with a substantial amount of money, because what they're looking at is the lifestyle that you've afforded that woman all these years. That's why a lot of men have to pay out the pocket, because like Dr. Dre, he gave his wife that lavish lifestyle, and he ended up having to pay all this money to help her continue to live the lifestyle that he created for her. And that's the problem with a lot of men. You get these women and you pimp them out, and then when the foundation breaks apart, them heifers know, oh, he got to continue to let me live this lifestyle. That's the loophole, and ain't
Mhm.
nothing a man could do about it, which I think is jacked up. I'm not going to drain you because you don't want me no more.
Yeah. And this and that right there is 110 million ace. Akon, 9 children, according to document. The couple share one child, a 17-year-old daughter named Journey. The ex-wife is now seeking joint legal custody and sole physical custody. Hold up. How that gonna work? Either joint custody or sole custody. Which one you want, lady? And you want $110 million? The spousal support? Come on. And I think she probably is scared. She's also seeking spousal support and is attempting to get the court to block the musician from receiving any from her. Receiving any, I don't know what the hell they were writing here. They don't know how to, I don't know what the hell they were writing. But I'm looking at this right here. $110 million, right? You filed for divorce. You said there was some kind of differences, right? But just
Irreconcilable.
yeah. And what the hell do that? What, y'all don't like each other no more? Y'all love y'all fell out love each other? Okay.
That means they can't seem to come to a mutual agreement. They've tried to stay together, but maybe he's cheated and she's tried to forgive him, but he keeps doing stuff, and there's no way for them to reconcile and fix the problem.
But I'm looking at it right here. How in the world he did what he did and still went up with a child? But the child's 17, so one more year it'd be 18. So you see what I'm saying? So and like we always said, that situation like that
You
is.
know a kid is gonna go where the money at. Come on now.
Let's see who. I'm see what child was that? What child was that? I'm trying to think. What child was that? Chose the dad over the mom because the dad was
Oh
there.
yeah.
You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
talking
And
about?
he was inside the truck, and the mother kept trying to convince him to get out.
Yeah. And I'm like, sometimes mothers don't know best. You see what I'm saying? That's some despicable moms. And that's also despicable dads.
True.
And I said, what best for the child? This is the question I got. How the hell the court gonna know what best for the child?
They
They go
don't.
by a lot. They go by whoever got the best story, and then what they do is they question the
They
kid, and they
right.
ask the kid who do they want to go with, and then the kid will say, "Oh, I want to go with dad," and then all of a sudden the kid finds out why mama didn't want daddy no more.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy because I'm going through that same situation right now with my grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Uh, when I went through the social services and the DCFS people, them alphabet people, I went to them, trying to get my paternal grandparents' rights taken care of. And they told me straight point blank, straight up, uh, you got some rights, but when it come down to placement of these kids, it's up to us to do what we want to do. And I was like, that don't make no sense to me because if
Not true. Not true. Not true. Let me explain to you. There's a law that passed that if there's any biological family, they supposed to try to reunify the children with the biological parent the family first before they try to adopt those kids or send them to anybody else. I got some stuff on my channel that explains that. I'm gonna have to look and repost it, but you do have rights as a family member, not just because you are a grandparent, but because you are blood related. You have a right. You should have first option, and they don't have a right to do what the hell they want to do. That's a lie from the pit of hell.
but listen to what you said though. You said that they not supposed to do that, but they do it. But they do it because I'm going through it right now. Hold on, I got a call coming in.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask this question. Do you think so allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, money be changing hands?
Yeah, it's about money. It's all about money. The CPS is ran on money.
Right.
It's a
It's
multi-billion
it's a
dollar
billion
uh,
dollar
uh,
establishment.
corporation, and
Yeah.
there was a lady named Nancy Schaefer. She and her husband were exposing CPS, and they took their lives, and they lied and tried to cover it up and say that they did a same couple, deletion, and
Mm.
come to find out, they don't know who did it because the way they did it, they covered it up so well. But yeah, there are laws. I'm gonna have to look it up because if you don't get a regular attorney if you're
No, no,
going to
no.
go that far.
I got an attorney that deal with nothing but social service issues.
They should know that they should know then that you as a blood relative are supposed to be, it's family reunification or something like that. I
Yeah.
have to look it up again for you, but they have to do that. They have to. That's the law. If they
But let me,
violate that law, they could be sued. Do you know how many times
now,
CPS has been sued?
now,
Shoot.
let me give you the reason why they told said what they said. They verified the fact that I do have rights as the bloodline goes, but the lady told me, she said, considering your age and your health and the nature of your health, we don't feel it would be a good fit for us to have the kids come with you, because if something happened to you, then they'll be in the same position that they in right now. Now, this is what they told me, but I told them, I say that shouldn't have no bearing on nothing, because if I'm telling you that I'm capable of taking care of both of my grandson and my granddaughter, then you should know for a fact that I got a backup plan in case something happened to me.
Okay, so the next question that I'm going to ask you is, how severe is your health issue? What are your limitations?
Type it in the back chat.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say
Yeah.
it out in the
Yeah,
open.
loud. Yeah.
So what are your limitations? If you have zero limitations and your doctor feels like you have a good bill of health, then there's nothing that they could use against you, because your doctor could write another note and say, "No, you're healthy as an ox."
But this is a question I got. Okay. Okay. This is a question I got right here. Okay. what to say? What to say? This person is not healthy enough to take care of the kid and the health problem. Okay, what to say? You put it with dear folks, right?
Right.
Some
Mhm.
have the deal.
Right.
Some
You
have
know
the
what I'm
deal.
saying?
So
Right.
we can walk out the door any day. Look, anybody can walk out any door, something can happen to them.
Right.
Come
That's
on now.
true.
So
But
Right.
see, this is my thing. They're using that, like I said, is a scape because they want the money because they get good money for adopting children out.
Yeah.
That's
I
why they're
know.
using that as an excuse. That's why I say go get a physical and prove them wrong.
Oh, I didn't already prove them wrong on all of that. I said everything that them people asked me to do, I did and more. And more. I sent them my a clean bill of health from my doctor, a letter from my doctor, my primary care doctor, letting them know, hey, the only health issue that I got right now is every now and then I have problems with my kidney. You know what I'm saying? And that's all dealing with my age. I'm finna be 67. You know what I'm saying? And so then they try to use that as an excuse. Well, you finna be 67. How you gonna keep up with these little kids and shit? I tell them all the time, I
Okay,
deal with kids every day.
so what you do is whoever that other trusted individual is that you feel like would be able to help you, you have them also and let them know, hey, I'm the backup plan. Should something happen, then we would immediately notify you that I'm taking over, and they do a background check. So it's a lot of different things that you could do. They
Yeah,
always do that. They want the money. They don't care. They don't
right.
care.
They,
They
they
want
don't
the
care about
money.
the well-being of the children. They just want that cash. You know what I'm saying? They just
And
want
then
that
a lot
money.
of and then a lot of these kids, they place them in homes. Like they found out there was a girl that they placed into a foster home, and the family member wanted the little girl. And so what happened was the family gave the little girl, one of them phone watches
Yeah,
that you have. So it was an actual phone watch. They put a SIM card in it and everything. She had to just keep it charged up. They thought it was a regular watch. So the little girl started recording. The wife was allowing the brothers to hit her and beat her up and beat her brother up, and then the man was sa-ing the little girl, and they was recording all this, and then they was reporting what was going on to the social worker, and the social worker basically was ignoring it because they were getting paid an incentive every month. So what happened was the footage that she had, someone leaked it. I don't know if they leaked it to the news or what, but it became a real big deal. The social worker got fired. Everybody that was on her case got fired. The family, the husband is in jail. The children are in jail. The mother is in jail because they were allowed to abuse those kids, and they did nothing to stop it. And they were getting a check every month. So thank God that the family actually, and then they end up putting the kid back in the house with the family member that they should have placed that girl in and her brother in the
in the
first
first place,
place.
in the first
So
place, right?
they abuse these kids. They treat these kids like
yeah,
slaves. They hit them, and like this one lady had a baby, and she had like the baby had a medical issue, and the doctor kept telling CPS it's not the mother, it's the baby, the baby, the baby. So they put the baby in foster care, and the foster mother was tired, and the baby started crying because the baby was sick. Do you know she took the life of that woman's infant baby?
I believe it. I'm gonna tell you this another story. We'll get rid of wrapped up. This Uber driver picked up this woman, and the woman came. This this woman came, got in the Uber with the baby, and the Uber driver dropped her off somewhere, and the woman left the baby in the car,
Hmm?
Damn,
and
damn.
The Uber driver took the baby home, kept calling her. The woman never did answer. Guess what? The woman was older than the Uber driver.
She was older.
Yeah, well, older than the Uber driver. I'm like, what kind of parent does some? How do you leave your baby with a stranger?
She might have been on that stuff.
Oh, I don't.
That's
These
all, that's
some
all I could think about. She might have been on that stuff.
see.
Yeah, she
Do
might have been
something
going
like
through some
that.
mental health issues too, man. Just snap. Sometimes I've seen a couple of females just, reach their breaking point and just snap.
Yeah,
You know,
and that what always says. I don't care CPS. I don't care foster home, adoptive parent, or biological parent. Who gonna protect our kids?
That part.
Who gonna protect our kids? Cause it's like every time you look at something or turn on YouTube or watch TV, something going on with a child somewhere.
you kid, yeah. Especially here in Chicago, man. Man, there's so many children under the age of 10,
Hmm.
from 2 to 10 that's been getting shot up and killed, man.
Yeah, and, and there's some children. Y'all remember the story I was telling you about? This woman left her. I think two women did it too. Left their child at the house about a week or 2 weeks. Why they went on
Hmm.
vacation? Why they went on vacation?
Yeah.
Hmm.
How can
Yeah.
you do that?
Not you, stupid, stupid.
That's
But
just like up here. Some woman left 3 kids in the crib, and they all was under the age of, I say, 7.
they had
Uh,
some kind of mental disability. Then they Tony.
no, one of the kids found the gun what she kept in the house, and
Hmm.
shot one of her siblings.
Yeah, I think I heard about that one.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow, I never heard that one.
yeah.
I'm like, these women, these men, trying to find some love. But if a man and woman say, "Oh, I can't be with you if you got a child," that choose that man or woman over the child. That's crazy, ain't it?
Hmm.
I'd be god dog it if I had a child and you tell me that I don't need to be with you.
Real
What
talk.
about you? What about you together? If a man told you that, if you were married, a man told you that, what would you do? Hey, you tell him kick her off when you probably tell him
He
more than
wouldn't
that though.
even. He would probably when he get to the part where I understand where he halfway going, I'd have been gone.
What about you, Tony?
Oh, I'm out of there. I'm out of there, man. Look. One thing I learned from my household growing up, and like I said, I grew up in the household of all women. I was the only male in the household with 5 women. So
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
one thing, yeah, one thing I learned is family unity. Don't nothing
Yeah,
come before family. Don't
there you go.
nothing come before family, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
so my mother and my grandmother them always instilled in me, if you bring a child into this world, it's no longer about you no more. You got to
Nope.
take it all,
Hmm.
everything that you thought you wanted to do no longer exists because your priority is that child.
There you
Right
go.
on.
You
There
know,
you go.
and that
There you go.
stuck
Nobody's
with me. That
no
stuck with me from high school all the way to
right.
this day. You know
Yeah.
what
But
I'm saying?
nobody's teaching that anymore.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
Nobody is teaching values anymore. Like I grew up around old school, like
Mm-hmm.
people they would really tell me, and they were like, I'm like young and they're like 70, and then as I got older, it's always been like older people that was always around me telling me, like, don't do this, carry yourself this way.
Mm-hmm.
Today nobody sits down with these young women. Like you got these celebrities, and you can figure out who they are, where they're on stage and they used to be covered up. Now all a man gotta do is just sit there. He can just look at you and just pop off if you get what I'm saying, because there's nothing hidden. You got your
Right.
cheeks out, you know, you got
Mhm.
the big only thing ain't showing is your nipples. So he can, men are visionaries. They can
Yeah.
see and get off. And so all he gotta do is look at you. And these girls are idolizing this instead of the older women saying, "Hey baby, look, let me tell you, you don't carry yourself this way. The way these men are looking at these women are purely sexual. They're not looking at them like wifey. They're thinking like, oh, if I can get her
A
in the
hit and
bed,
miss.
I'll
Yeah.
hump her down, you know,
Yeah.
and once
Mhm.
he finished humping her down, getting tired of
Right
her,
there.
then he'll go back and hump her down or another one. So the images that you're looking at, those images are to distort what real womanhood is.
Mhm. You know what I seen? I seen this whole week, right? I seen a mother with her kids, sons and daughters, right? Tell me, how in the hell you let your child come out with a short ass skirt on? You
Don't care,
and,
trying to be the friend.
and I'm like, then I know y'all seen some of the young females walking around these short shorts on, short skirt, wind
Mm-mm,
blowing. They trying to pull them down. How the hell you gonna
mm-mm.
pull it down? They already. How far you gonna pull them down?
Crammed all up in your little cat anyway. They crammed all up in it. I don't even know how they walk or don't have yeast infections tight as the way that shit be all
They
clean.
probably do. They
Yeah.
probably do. You just don't know they do because they
Man,
women. Let me explain something. For a woman, and this is for men. For a woman, we actually are supposed to be using cotton lined everything.
yeah,
Anything like panties, thongs, we're not supposed to wear those. That creates a lot of bacteria, and as you're walking around, the bacteria from your rear end is frictioning to the front of your body.
yeah,
So a lot of times, like um
Mm.
one time, and I'm a very clean person. And I took a shower, and I had wore I can't wear thongs. I tried them one time and I threw the whole pack away after that one day. I was so uncomfortable that whole day. And when I took them thongs off, I said, "Oh, what the hell?" And I threw them away. And I threw them away. And when I took a shower, this one smell would not leave, and I had some pH balance different because I buy the women's summer's eve stuff with
yeah,
all the different ones,
yeah.
like the
Mhm.
pH balance, this. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
use all three different ones in a shower. I had to use all three different soaps in that shower to get that shitty smell off of me, and I knew I cleaned my butt good.
Mhm.
So those things stink. You supposed to
Mhm.
wear cotton lined. If you wear tight clothes, that area can't breathe. And best
Right,
believe she itching. And
right.
best believe if she wearing it too long, she gonna get a yeast infection
Yeast
because we have
infection.
to breathe down there. We have to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, that what I don't get. That what I don't get. You wear female wearing these tight, goddamn clothes. I'm still. First of all, I'm trying to figure out how the hell you got in them.
Really?
Hey, you know that shoe thing you
Yeah,
used
the
to put on
shoehorn.
shoes? That
Yeah,
shoe
the
horn?
shoehorn.
What
Yeah.
they using a shoe horn to put that
Got
on?
to. Got to.
I seen I don't know if y'all seen it. I seen some women on the video. They are there jumping to try to put their pants on. God dog, go get something that you can't fit your big ass in. Damn. That see, and I'm they said earlier in the chat, social media got these males and females head messed up. Would y'all agree or disagree?
Oh, I agree with that. Social media is a double-edged sword. You
It can be
know,
used like it
it,
can be used
it,
like I'm using it.
if you use it properly, it can be an addition to your war law. But if you on there with that bullshit, you can get unalive. You can
Hmm.
get unalive. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So yeah, man, it's all about your motive and your intentions when you go up on this internet.
Yep. And like Together said, these women these days do not leave nothing to your imagination.
No, no, man. You, motherfucker, look, I had a young lady get mad at me because she got on all this tight shit. She built like a brick shit house. And I looked at her. You know what I'm saying? I looked at her. I looked at her. She was like, damn old perverted ass man, what you looking at? I say, you dressed like a floozy. Shit, look at the tight ass shit you got on. Who wouldn't look? I'm looking at you.
And they expect, look, like Together said earlier, men are visual creatures,
Yeah.
right?
Women go by sound, men go by sight.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So if you dress like that, you came outside seeking this attention.
hmm
That was your purpose. So now I'm
hmm
giving it to you. Now I got to be a perverted old man because you came outside dressed like a hoe.
and and this is what I want to understand right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, either one of y'all two, right? A man that lets a woman walk out with everything showing, is that he's secure in himself, or is he? How should I put it? I should have put it.
Whoop. What's it whoop?
There you go. Yeah, you can say that, or just don't want to lose that person because he's scared he might not find nobody else.
He pussy with it. Cause me, I'm not finna let my woman who I love and care about go out dressed any kind of way.
Let another man see what her goodies.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You not finna go out my door broadcasting your wares that only I supposed to see in the house. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't being insecure. It's just the fact that if I'm your man and I'm telling you that what you wearing is inappropriate and I don't
Mm,
feel comfortable with you wearing it, then you should respect me enough to not wear that.
there you go. And some women. I ain't saying all women. Some women say, "Oh, a man can't tell me what to wear, what to do." You already know how they go. You know how some of them say,
Yeah.
like, but you want a man to be your protector.
Yeah.
But how can he protect you? But you're not listening to what he's saying. It ain't that he don't want you to wear that. He protect you from.
Other niggas. Cause I'm a
There you
man.
go.
I
There you
know how
go.
niggas think.
There
If
you
you
go.
coming out here half dressed, man, either that's telling me that you don't got no man or you out here trying to get you some.
Or see, I look at it disrespected. You can't if that's really your man, and you tell him he can't say this, can't say that to you, and you go out there like that, disrespecting your man, and you wonder why he left you.
Mm, mm,
That disrespect, ain't it?
all day long. And
It's
I'm
just like,
telling you, especially if I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable with the way you dress. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you this, that's showing you that I love you enough to let you know, hey, look, man, I can't let you go out like this. I
Right.
just
yeah. And then there's some women I know together. If there's a whole bunch of men, you go out looking like that. How you expect me to protect you? There about 5, 6 men.
That part.
How am I supposed to protect you?
I mean, it makes it hard for you. First of all, I'm putting you in danger because now you got to try to fight for me and you because I don't know how to treat myself.
And then and then I'm like this right here. That
that part right there together, what you said, that
yeah.
you
Go
took
ahead, Tony.
ownership of that. See what I'm saying? You took ownership of that situation right there. And
Hmm.
that's why I love you, because you hit it right on the head. Man, here it is. Had I not been stubborn and listened to him in the first place, then we wouldn't even be in this situation
There you
about
go.
me having to fight 5 niggas and try to get you and me out of this shit.
Yeah, you know. And this another thing that I find that we as humans find ourselves in this situation where it be a, where it be men with their homeboys or man with their woman. Why are you going? Let's take it from the homeboy standpoint. Why are your homeboy going to start a fight with a man and help him, expect you to help him out?
Right.
Why would a woman want to go try to throw hands with a man, go hit a man, expect you to step up, protect you for that man? And I seen the video. This man told this woman, "Stop this playing, before I knock your ass out. I'm bisexual." You know what that means, right? When he
Right.
said that, right? I knock out men and women.
Right, right.
See, I feel like it should be no domestic violence, right? If a woman hits a man, should that man be allowed to hit her back?
I think that if a woman hits a man, it should be within reason. I don't think that if I slapped you, I don't think you should take all your full strength and slap me straight across the room where I could possibly, go on a flight that I didn't pay for.
Yeah,
Oh,
you pay
So
for it.
I
you
You
paid
pay
no
for
no
it?
no no
you pay
no
for it
no
when
no.
you
I'm
slap that
saying
man. When you put
no.
your
I'm
hands on
saying
that
when
man.
right.
I, I,
I
I,
do believe in. I do believe if you hit a man, you should get hit back. However, understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is because you guys are much stronger than us by far. Some men will just take every strength in them and hit a woman like she's a man. But if you sting the hell out of her, that's an eye opener. That's a wake up call. That's a lesson. That's an ass whooping she should have got years ago.
yeah.
So,
But I'm not
so,
saying you should hit her and then all
so,
of a sudden she got a fractured skull. No, you're going too far.
so you, so you should hit her back with the same force that she hit you with, right?
If she is not like if she hit you and it didn't cause you to break a bone and she didn't knock you unconscious, then I don't think that you should hit her and knock her unconscious. I
but
don't
but
think that that's fair because you guys are stronger than us by far, is what I'm saying.
I understand what you said. I understand what Tony said too. Go ahead,
I
Tony.
agree. I agree with what you're saying together, but my point is this: had she not put her hand on him in the first place, she wouldn't have got that comeback.
No, I get that. That's I'm not arguing that point, but what I'm saying is as a man that you are 25 times strong. That's like for instance, that's like if your 5 year old that don't know any better as a baby hit a kid that's 15 and that kid 15 just haul off and knock the crap out that child, you would then say, you know what, that's a 5 year old, you didn't have to use that kind of force. We know that that child shouldn't have hit you. We know that they know better than what they're doing, but you shouldn't have used that kind of force, especially on somebody that's weaker than you. You could have popped them like really good to sting them, to let them know that that behavior is not tolerated. But if, like I said, if that teenager just full throttle, just bash on that kid, everybody will be in an uproar. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to give you
But
an example.
I understand the example, but my thing is this: shouldn't she be thinking the same thing? Cause she looking at this man. She looking at this man. She know the physicality of this man, and she's still in, in her mind, in
Throwing
her
a
mind,
tantrum. Throwing a
in
tantrum.
in her mind, she snapped and slapped the shit out of old boy. Pow!
Okay, so
So
let me ask you
you
a
women,
question.
you women don't hit soft. Y'all don't
I
slap
understand that.
soft.
I understand that. I'm not saying that we don't. Some of us, like me, yeah. If I hit you, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna kill
Right,
her.
Right.
But
You know
I
what I'm
know
saying?
as a woman, don't do that because you got to think about the consequences that come
Right.
behind it.
And
Yeah.
that's what
But
I
I'm
was leading
saying
to. That's what I was leading to.
as
For
a
every
man,
action, there's a reaction. It's a
but right,
consequence to it.
but what I'm saying is as a man, you're gonna have, even though she hit you,
She
I'm
shouldn't
not
have put her
saying
hand
let
on
her hit you, show some type of restraint and let her know that what you did was unacceptable. Pop her ass and sting her, and you hear that, oh, that right there, that's what she need to hear.
Oh,
But
I'm not gonna hit her like I would hit Pookie or one of them. But she
But
gonna
that's
know
what
she
I'm
got the
saying.
taste
Some
slap out
men
of that
do that.
yeah.
motherfucking
Some
mouth.
some
Uh,
men do that is what I'm saying. Some men.
uh,
All I was saying is, if you hit her back, you don't have to hit her like you about to beat Ray Ray and Pookie up.
yeah.
No, I ain't gonna
But
hit.
but 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 the but I'm gonna say this right here. If she constantly continue to do that, and
Then get your
eh,
sister to whoop her ass.
but she constantly continue to do that, and you either you tell her to stop. Men, I'm gonna tell you, men just don't haul off and hit women. Some of them
Right,
don't.
That's
right.
not true. That's not true.
Did you what I said? Some of them
You
don't.
said
I said
some of
some
them.
of them. I
So
said
some
some of
of
them
us,
don't.
some of us don't. We'll
Cause
tolerate the shit to the very last minute. Me
and
myself.
then you keep asking her to stop, stop, stop. And guess what? It done built up, and she ain't stopped. Ain't no telling how hard he gonna hit her. You see what I'm saying? So both of them got to use their common. Men and women got to use their common sense. Women got to know you can't beat a man.
Okay, but
He-
look, check this out. Check this out. If okay, let's say my friend is dating you, and she's hitting you. Me, I would tell her, look, let me tell you something. You need to stop hitting on that man. You think because he hasn't responded, one day you're gonna catch him in the wrong mood, and he's not gonna be in a thinking mood, and he gonna hit your ashtray, and you're gonna take a flight to another state that you wasn't planning on. So
Right,
I'm giving you
right.
fair warning. Keep
Mhm.
your hands to yourself and stop hitting that man. Because if he hits you, I'm gonna tell the court, I'm gonna tell the police, and I'm gonna tell the judge. I told you to stop putting your hands on that man because apparently you don't know how to control yourself. But as a man, I will then tell you, she hit you once, she hit you twice. If it's and I'm telling you as a friend, it's going to be a third time. So you need to make a decision. Do you care for her that much that she putting you in a position that can land your ass in jail? Or what are you gonna do? And I'm gonna talk to you too, like that. I'm gonna ask you. So you
See,
have a choice to stop her from hitting you too by telling her, look, you need to get out of my house. We don't need to see each other until you learn some respect.
see, and the thing I have finally seen on TV, right? Men are starting to record the female acting stupid
Good. They need to.
to protect themselves. Cause uh, these some of these females these days they don't have no damn common sense. They
They
won't.
do it because they were allowed to get away with it. See,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
when you allow people to get away with it, like now, all the things that's going on, and I'm not trying to bring up politics, but I have to say it in this aspect. For instance, like these men that are allegedly transitioning, if they're not transitioning, they're just calling themselves women. And they are trying to force us in society to accept that when you have a full long sausage between your legs. Now, you got people that are pushing back saying, hell no. And now you got people within their own community saying enough is enough, right? At
Mm-hmm.
Right.
first, nobody was saying nothing, so they kept pushing boundaries. Now we got the people in the alphabet community siding with us saying this is unheard of. It doesn't make sense. No. So
Mm-hmm.
now they're being taught you can't keep doing this shit no more. Now
Mm-hmm.
everybody is setting up a standard against your mental situation that you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if people would have never stood up and said enough is enough, then they will push it further and further and further. So when you start saying, hey, that's enough, I told you once, I told you twice, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
So if you're at her house, you get up and you leave and you
Oh,
don't
I'm
come
walking
back.
away. I'm walking away anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it shouldn't get to the point where she just keep putting her hands on you. You have an option to leave. If you live with her and she hits you, then you need to have some form of documentation, some videos, like they said, and then you need to press charges against her ass. Show her, hey, I
Yeah.
mean it. I'm a man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this right here. Some of these women, how they be treating men, just with this right here. You know, the women of the alphabet community, they call themselves studs. Now they finding out what men going through, and guess what? Some of these studs want to do? They want to go back to go back to dating men. They want to go back to dating men.
Yeah, they
Cause
want to go back.
they found out some of these women it ain't about it's sad when the stud want to switch back, ain't it?
You know what? It's good because they're being themselves, but at the same time, everybody got issues. I don't condone any type of violence at all whatsoever. Like the
Mm.
behaviors that we are seeing today is a result of those that refuse to stand up and hold people accountable.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't hold people accountable for certain things that are being done, then they, like they say, you give a person a yard, they'll take a whole mile. And that's what's been happening in society for a minute. Now people are like, I'm about to cut these ropes. You're not about to have a mile. I'm giving you enough rope to hang yourself, and then we got a problem.
Yep. And I'm gonna say this right here. With all this discussion, I don't care governors, president, politicians, men, women, children. I don't care where you at, where you stay, how you live, how much money you got, what neighborhood you stay in, what skin tone you is. All this was all this whole conversation we were talking about. Everything we were talking about together.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to that long word. It starts with an A.
Responsibility.
That one of them. It starts with an A and ends with a Y. Accountability.
Accountability. But everything that we're saying, like this whole thing, we got to start putting that is for entertainment purposes only. So people won't be getting, a wild hair in their butt cheeks and stuff like that. And just because I said my opinion don't mean that it's absolutely facts. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I'm just telling you, I am a reader. I am a researcher. I like to look up information and I like to read. I love learning. I've always loved to learn. And I like to look at the small print, not just the big stuff. Because
Right,
when you pay
right.
attention, you look at the small print, they put the
Yep.
truth in the small print. And then when a person recognizes the truth in the small print and they try to bring it to people's attention, people fight them and say, no, 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 no. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. But if you're not the type of person that'll sit down and study, and if I don't know a word, I will sit there
Yeah,
and I will literally look it up so that I
yeah,
could get a better understanding.
hell yeah.
So, that's why like my boys, my older boys, when they were in school, they were always on the president's list. They were coming home with A's and B's because that's who I was. That's how my daddy set the standard. Stop believing what people are telling you. Stop listening to what people are saying to you. Look it up for yourself and stop listening to everybody. And he's a stickler to that, to this very day. And
Mhm.
so a lot of stuff that I say to people, even what I share here, I'll go tell people, and then they'll come back telling me later when they see me, they said, girl, I researched everything that you said. And they said, and everything that you said is 100%, because I'm not going to pass along no fake information
Right,
to have somebody having a conversation and make them look stupid. And they
right.
come back and tell me I'm stupid. I'm not going to do that.
For real.
Hold on a second.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
never misinform nobody on nothing. If
I ain't
I
either.
if I'm not if I haven't done my due diligence to get an understanding of it for myself, then I'm not finna mislead nobody else on no wild goose chase or uh, tell them some shit that I don't have no clue about what the fuck I'm telling them. And then I wind up getting them in a worse situation than they was before they even came to me and asked me for some opinion or something like that. So yeah, I'm glad you said that, Del Carl. People people just run with what they hear
Mhm.
or what they didn't seen on TikTok and Instagram and all that shit. They'll take all that shit as truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a bill that had put in the Georgia State bills SB 74. It says explicit materials in the library makes it a crime for a public or school library to distribute sexual explicit material to minors. Allows librarian a legal defense if they made a good faith effort to remove harmful content. You know that bill did not pass in Georgia. I'm like, okay, so I understand why they didn't pass for the schools, right? I understand that because you learn sexual education in school, right? Well, someone learned it out of school. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like this right here. It's it's crazy how we look at things. That's why y'all know I said do your research. I said for a reason. And yes, this is our opinion on these subjects that we be talking about. Cause if you don't like our opinion, okay, if that's your preference. But we always say what? Go do your research.
Always. You ain't gotta take my word for shit.
There you go. Cause put away, if I'm wrong, come let me know I'm wrong. Let me know I'm wrong. Hey, I ain't above corrective criticism.
Oh hell, never that. Man, please help me
Cause,
to help me.
yeah, cause if anybody above corrective criticism, they dumb and stupid and they got some problems. They got some problems. Any final thoughts and shout outs? Final thoughts and shout out, Tony, together?
Just want to shout out the chat room. Y'all are excellent, man. I love each and every one of y'all. Man, the truth and together, I love y'all. We family for life, man. For life. And believe that. Want everybody to have a safe weekend coming up this weekend. If you gonna drive, don't drink. And if you drinking, please don't drive.
If you're going to drink, drink at the house.
Drink at the house.
Because you get drunk as you want to at the house because nobody tell you to stop. Hey, look at you see what show you came on, don't you? It ain't over mic night. It's 106 in chat.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
you guys. I had to take care of something. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, we family for life. You got that on. We family for life.
What baby doing? What my nephew doing?
I almost beat him up because he hard headed.
Oh, not before he went lay down.
You
He
know
would.
what? I don't even have to. I don't do spankings with him. I just take away stuff, and it hurts his feelings,
Yeah.
and that's what I like. So when I say I'm beating him up, that don't mean I'm physically touching him. That means
Right.
I have to take something that he likes, like because he doesn't listen to me. So I'll take something from him, and he'll get upset. But I don't care. I don't like punching and hitting it on kids. I don't like all that. I grew up with the whoopings, which it did mold me in a certain way, but I'm learning a different way with him. Like if I have to elevate my voice because you refuse to listen, you'll jump into place into position like you can't play with this, and you're just going to sit in your room and watch regular TV because you don't seem that to be wanting to listen to what I'm telling you to, when I'm telling you to do something. So all that hitting and stuff, to me, I really don't think that it works all the time. Somebody got banned.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hold on. Hold on. I gotta play something right quick. Hold on. You already know what I'm finna play, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Wolfpack Airlines. Please be ready for takeoff to nowhere.
Adios.
I'm gonna try to get her to change that. I'm gonna have her say, "Welcome to you have been placed on Wolfpack Airlines. Once we take off and open the chute, you on your own."
hey, look, I saw that. I was like, okay.
It's just people, they don't have nothing else to do. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, I know it's okay. I'm gonna say this to that person. We might have been boring, but your butt came in here and gave us a view.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And typed in the chat. Thank you.
And responded in the chat. So thank you so much. Oh, Hercules.
Oh, boy.
I laugh at that kind of stuff because it doesn't bother me. Because
it don't bother me either.
No. I'm saying because a lot of times people do that kind of stuff because they're mad about something that has nothing to do with you. So whatever it is that you're going through, whoever you were, I didn't see who it was. I pray that you find some kind of peace and solace so that you don't have that pent up anger for whatever reason, because I don't know you. I didn't see who you were, and I don't have a problem with you because I wasn't there to do it. So leave us alone, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly. I appreciate your view. I thank you for letting me know that that you were in the chat. I appreciate that so very much.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody that comes in the chat and say we don't. I love my chat. We love my chat. We love the chat, don't we?
Yeah.
We love the chat. All I gotta look who done popped out the bushes.
You knew.
Hey. You done popped out the bushes. You done popped out the bushes.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is.
On the airline, ain't no seat belts, ain't no seats. So when we take off, you might slam into the cabin door. You might slam into the side of the wall. You may even accidentally slam into the side of the airplane, and the doors are not very secure. And guess what? Ain't no pilot in there. It's automatic pilot. So good luck.
Right.
It about remote control. So. Oops.
Well, once you take off, we don't even have a remote no more. You just get in. You at your own. You're all by yourself. It just took off because it felt you in there. So wherever it go, that's where you go.
Destination to nowhere.
Destination to your final destination.
Oh Lord, there we go. But this been fun. We're gonna. I don't know when else you want to do it, unless you want to do it next Thursday. Hey.
I don't know. This week my class wasn't scheduled. We probably have to do it on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Because Thursdays and Fridays are uncertain because sometimes my teacher switches up between Thursday and Friday, and I don't want to say Thursday or Friday because if he comes on a Thursday, I'm gonna be mad. So I think Wednesday will probably be a safer day.
Look,
no seats on. No, ain't no seats on the plane. It ain't nothing on that plane to hold you
down.
Hold
on. Hey, together. It ain't never been there to hold them down.
No, ain't never been no seats.
Tony said,
I ain't putting no snakes on. That's too much entertainment for you. You need to be bored, like you said you were. You said you was bored, so we're gonna keep on making you bored.
No in-flight food, no nothing to eat, nothing to drink.
No toilet, no sink, ain't nothing on there but a shell, and you on your own. Good luck. So whatever island is out there in the middle of the ocean, that's what the destination is.
Oh, they can't hold on to the pole because the pole got sharp edges.
It ain't nothing in there. When I say a big old empty nothing, there's nothing. You can't hold
Listen,
on to
hey,
nothing.
listen what I'm saying. It's a what the play. Look at if they try to hold on to it, they're gonna cut their hand anyway. So guess what? Oh well.
Look, like when I say if you strip down an airplane, take every all the luxuries out, and the only thing is left is the doors. No, nothing else. Everything else is flat. Nothing else is in no nails or nothing. Everything is flat. When you go inside that airplane, you like, wait a minute, ain't nothing in here. As soon as you say that, it takes off and you're
It
gone.
take off. Yep.
Yeah, but I'm like this right here. Yeah, we put it away. Y'all will know when we put it up. So it might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, maybe Friday. We don't know. So it all depends on how teacher feel.
Yep. It
Yeah,
might be Wednesday.
yeah,
Ain't no Fridays. Might be
yeah,
Wednesday. No
yeah.
Thursdays because, like I said, those 2 days, and not Tuesday because that's another class day. So I got Wednesdays.
Okay. So when 106, could we say 106 and chat is back?
We're gonna try it. We're gonna
Yeah, we're
try
gonna
it.
try
But you're gonna get rid of that retarded ass picture that look like I eat 2 grains of rice though.
it. Tony said it looked good. No, that was too. It was Rimrock.
No, that picture is ugly. It looked like I escaped a camp. They only fed me 2 grains of rice and then put me on a pretty dress to lie and say, she's here, look at her, she's healthy. No. No, no, no.
Oh Lord.
Look like I was on one of them celebrity diets. No.
Oh
Get
Lord,
rid of that.
person.
Get rid of that thing. You better put I'd rather you could put up the Joker's face before you put that up. Mm-mm.
Lord have mercy. All right.
That's an ugly show him that picture
I
and
can't show her the
ask
picture.
man.
You gotta go look at the thumbnail.
Man, I wish you could show it real that no, mm-mm. Every time I see that thing, I cringe. Like, why would you put me looking like I am not that thin? Honey, I got some meat on my bones.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. We are.
Right. You knew saw it. Yeah, I don't like that picture. Don't
Uh,
use that picture no more. Get rid of that thing.
but any more final thoughts and shut out.
Any
For all of
thoughts?
for all of all over there. Blow a gasket.
Uh, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us. Thank you so very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Um, I want everybody to like really pay attention to the survival information that I give you guys because we're going to really need it. And Tony said that he purchased himself a generator, which is smart. So we got to figure out when we're going to actually do um, like show people how to freeze dry because I know that you can do freeze drying with dry ice
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna have to we're gonna have to get together and start preparing all the stuff and we can all do it together and show different steps how it goes and how long it takes but we need to start preparing. There are bags that you could purchase on the internet called mylar bags. Write
Hmm.
that down for me. You knew mylar bags. You can buy those, and once you freeze dry it, you seal it. You got to probably buy a sealer, like one of
A
them.
filler. Yeah.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
Yeah.
sealer to seal it. You can put the
Hmm.
date on it, and that food lasts for like 25 years. And so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
learned that from this guy on YouTube because when the pandemic happened, he showed a video. He had like one of these custom made drawers where they were deep and he pulled it out and it's super long and it had 2 rows in his kitchen and this food that he created that he freeze dried. And when the pandemic happened, he pulled the drawer out and said, look at all this food we got. But he had a freeze dryer, which is like 3,000 plus dollars. But he was saying that with dry ice, you could use that method and it'll be cheaper.
It'd be
You know what I'm
cheaper.
saying?
Yeah.
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 So you can have a patio in your apartment, and you can get a cooler, but you got to put some holes in it to put the racks in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put the dry ice, never touch it with your bare hands, but put some holes around it so that the gas can escape, but do it outside because you don't want those gases to be in your house. So we're going to talk about all that stuff, but I just want to thank everybody. I want to thank my Wolfpack family, thank the new subscribers, thank the people that have issues with us because you motivate us to keep going.
Amen.
So that's all I got to say.
Tony?
And I say we all we got. So don't let your feelings get the best of you. You know, you might not don't like the messenger, but please get the damn message.
Yep. And I like to thank my panel, Tony, and my co-host. Well, we both co-hosts. I'm her co-host, she my co-host. Together. I love my chat. Like I said, I always love my chat. Because they come here and they some smart people.
Oh yeah.
Very smart.
They're some smart people.
Hell to the yeah.
They're some smart people.
Information that I need. You know, I'm like you. I'm like you together. I'm a sponge. I'm still learning. I'm 67 and I'm still learning. You know, please help me to help me get better.
Yeah.
Right.
And the two key words that we learned today is what?
Accountability and responsibility.
Accountability and responsibility.
And keep your damn hands to yourself.
Please keep your hands to yourself. Please.
If you don't keep your hand to yourself, you might be like Debo. And you might have Chris Tucker standing over and say, you got knocked out. For everybody else, 20 East, this has been 106's chat. Like I always say, love and respect yourself, because when you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love, because who can love you better than yourself? You want to do your new part all together?
As my sister, you knew, say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. See ya.
See ya. Ow.
Welcome to the channel, is the truth on the mic. Shout out to the fam, we keeping it tight. Love in the air, got the crew in the light. 20 East riding, we up all night. Family first, that's the code I live by. Armando King Wolf, howling at the sky. Too tight of the queen, got that royal vibe. Malasha the light, always down to ride. Jazzy talks, bring the smooth, keep it real. Sniper on the beat, got that lyrical steel. Rim rock, you knew, in the new I2. K9 ATL, we reppin' the crew. Like and subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. From the court to the mic, we play and we speak. Every day a new journey, every week unique. Shout out to the legends, the ones who believe we rise together, got dreams up our sleeves. Subscribe, come and join the tribe. We're talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world. East to the world. At the start of the toad.